is rising. A new day's dawning, opportunities arise. Inside the studio, the coffees are brewing. Matt Booty's serving, ain't no time for a snooze. Yeah. He's pumping caffeine, fueling the fall streams. Sipping on Joe, creating the flow. From the beats to the games, it's all in his game scoping. Snackable games and addictive battle classes, that's the way it goes. Booty bouncing from the studio, trash finger in tow. Making quality suck, but Phil says it's a go. Game Pass got my back, it's alright or die. Even with trash finger, I'ma touch the sky. Oh yeah, booty bounce, trash finger quality. Ooh yeah, Game Pass got my back, don't you see? Booty bounce, trash finger quality. Oh yeah, Phil says it's okay, it's all for the Game Pass Glee. Baby, come on, let's play a little game. Goo goo gaga, we're all in the same frame. Grab your Game Pass, load it up real quick. Dive into the virtual world, ready to click. Ooh yeah, goo goo gaga, there are no players, can't you see? Jumping in the game, baby, you and me. Feel the waiting list to join my Xbox party. Goo goo gaga, Game Pass games, what are we doing here? Goo goo gaga, Game Pass games, what are we doing here? Oh yeah! Baby, come on, let's play a little game. Goo goo gaga, we're on the same frame. Grab your Game Pass, load it up real quick. Dive into the virtual world, ready to click. Yeah! Goo goo gaga, there are no players, can you see? Jumping in the game, baby, you and me. Fill the waiting list to join my Xbox party. Goo goo gaga, Game Pass games, what are we doing here? Goo goo gaga, Game Pass games, what are we doing here? Oh yeah!
Spencer!
Phil Spencer! Phil Spencer! Phil Spencer, baby, let's go! Yes! Yes!
Phil Spencer in Japan, yeah, he's taking a stand. Gamers unite, our leader in a foreign land. Shatted space DLC, oh, it's crashing down. Ubisoft, kid, Ubisoft, what a crazy town. Xbox games are playing better on the Pro. What's the point now? Do we even really know? Controllers in our hands, consoles in a fight. Xbox, PS5, let's go all night. Xbox games are playing better on the Pro. What's the point now? Do we even really know? Controllers in our hands, consoles in a fight. Xbox, PS5, let's go all night. What are we doing here? Oh, what a mess. Controllers in the air, everyone's obsessed. Gaming news, it's wild, can't keep it on the down. We're riding this crazy gaming train right through the town. DLC, dream shattered, are we playing right? Ubisoft falling short, not quite a sight. Searching for the answer in a rapid game. Phil Spencer leading strong, he's the name. Lost in the world of pixels flashing bright. Console wars are raging on through the night. Can't decide which side, but we're down for the ride. Gaming madness coming at us from every side. What are we doing here? Oh, what a mess. Controllers in the air, everyone's obsessed. Gaming news is wild, can't keep it on the down. We're riding this crazy gaming train right through the town.
It's coming!
What are we doing here? Oh, what a mess. Controllers in the air, everyone's obsessed. Gaming news is wild, can't keep it on the down. We're riding this crazy gaming train right through the town. Through the town, no. DLC, dreams shattered, are we playing right? Ubisoft falling short, not quite a sight. Searching for the answer in a rapid game. Phil Spencer leading strong, he's the name.
Xbox no, Philness.
Oh, there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? How you doing? It is What Are We Doing Here? Gaming Bites. How's everybody doing? Shout out to everybody coming on in here. Yeah, we're doing a late show today. Usually do an afternoon show, but things are going on. So do a late show, me a late night cracking with the grinders. To talk about the craziness of the week in another episode of What Are We Doing Here? Here we go. We got a litany of things of just chaos and craziness in the gaming news space. And Ron M comes in delivering the goods. Ron M with 5 Gaming Grinders memberships. That is a good reminder, everybody. Thank you so much. Everybody, thank Ron M for dropping all those subscribers and memberships for everybody there. We are on our way. We're over 200 now. We are going to 250. So we need another about, he added 5 more. We need another about 25. We got to get to 250 in order to get that other emoji. It dropped down. Ron got us up there. Don't let him do it by himself, everybody. Pay it forward. Get those Gaming Grinders members, VIPs out there so we could get that new emoji with the Xbox Ninjas for our 20th emoji there. So shout out to Ron M. Don't let him do it single-handedly, but I appreciate it, man. It's all on him right now. He's holding up the grindhouse, the memberships. There we go. But yeah, so that, and then we're on our way. We're chipping away at the subscribers for the to 3,000. It is slowly but surely getting there. We're about 60 away now. So it is just, I just watch it go up and down, and gets right there, and it's like we're about 60 away. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, because this is just fun games and entertainment and awesome music, if I don't say so myself, for all the ultimate grinders who get all the great music day one. They just got 3 new releases this week, and today they got the new Xbox Ninja song. So ultimate grinders, hopefully you enjoy that. You have the Xbox Ninja song dropped today for all y'all. So there you go. What's up, everybody? The Coon1985 got the membership from Log Hog, who sniped him out. There you go, Log Hog. Thank you so much for the membership. There, El Nini, what is up? He's Ultimate Grinder. Tell him how good the music is, El Nini. Tell them how good the music is, and you get a day one. Tell them. Day one grinds pass. Michael Meridian, how you doing, man? I love prawn. Oh, man. Pause in that house. We got that one. Nick, this is the home of Xbox No Philness.
Xbox no Philness.
Oh, there you go. There he is. We got him. After all these years, we got him saying it. My goodness. It is incredible. Incredible. Nick, how you doing? Log Hog again. Anonymous Boston here. El Nini, the ultimate grinder right there. LM Yo King Zero, how you doing? Mr. Tennis is here. He wants a shirt. They want shirts. Taran, how you doing? Wild Wolf in the house. There he is. Twisted Sin, how you doing, man? There he is. Curse Kane coming on in. Neil's here. Don John Sean. Nick was going wild in the beginning. True Virgil's here. There's True Virgil. How you doing, man?
25 is coming.
He's coming. He's there. Tool Man. We got the tools. We can start. We got the Tool Man here. We can start now. The tools are in the house. No, Phil Des. I told you. We got him. We got him. I gotta make sure this thing's like blasting. What? My mic monitor. Holy crap! It's like I'm yelling in my friggin' own ear. Holy shit! It's like I'm yelling at myself. My God. My God. So yeah, wild times, man. So yeah, you heard some awesome music from the Gaming Grindhouse. Some are public, some are just for the VIPs, and then the day ones are for the ultimates. What's up, Fabrizzle? How you doing? How you doing there? Twisted Sin with the 5. He goes, for the menu tonight is Crow for all the doubters of Silent Hill 2 remake, including me. Oh man, you're right, man. I had no hope in Bloobers. I had no hope in the Bloobers, and I can't believe the Bloobers delivered. But hey, this is what it's just credible how, you know, they were able to work with Bloober team and make them do something. That was, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Just to start, since Twisted Sin, you know, gave that generous super chat here, let's just start with that. The surprise of Silent Hill 2. Man, we'll start with that. Let's go. Silent Hill 2, man. Twisted Sin wants to talk about it. Silent Hill 2 remake from Bloober team, dude. From Bloobers. I can't believe it. Where is the reviews? They did. Yo, Metacritic, man, they did the reviews. Like, it's a faithful remake. I'm telling you, that is a tough thing for them to do. Like, to take a game as Silent Hill 2, and the fact that they were able to make a remake of it and stay genuine to it, they pulled it off. Like, you know, there was a lot of judgment that could have been made. Like, yo, you messed this up. This is not what we wanted. This was like, you know, this is not what was done. And in fact, dude, they delivered it. The Bloobers. I can't believe it, man. After Blair Witch, after The Medium, dude, The Medium. Do you remember that was that Xbox timed exclusive that was part of their launch window? Ran in 30 frames. Oops, did I say the key word? Oh my God. It ran at a juicy 30 frames.
Juicy 30 frames. Sippin'. Juicy 30. Juicy 30. Juicy on that bitch. Xbox. Juicy.
It ran at a juicy 30 frames because of the split screen. If you recall,
Juicy.
It was juicy. That's a juicy 30 frames. Yeah, that's right. There we go. So yeah, here it is, man. Bloober just surprised us today. That was a surprise, Bloobers. Silent Hill 2 remake proves the doubters wrong. Bloober team has delivered a fateful take on the survival horror classic. A 4 out of 5 stars. It's sitting, what, at an 83, 85, something like that? What the hell's all this pop-up crap? Bloober team for turning around a situation that killed so many other games. So, following the initial positive response to the announcement and its first trailer, subsequent gameplay was met with negative from Bloober team. Yeah, it looked a bit janky Jones. It didn't look as polished, especially with the shooting in the hallway walking, right? It didn't look, from what I saw, I wasn't super impressed with it. Like, the visuals looked all right, like in the cinematics and stuff, but when he started fighting in the hallway, it didn't look that good. A little jankiest. And apparently, you know, What the hell's going on, man? I gotta do some ad blockers on this thing. We've seen the story play out numerous times before. The internet decides the fate of the game before it's released. And dude, they pulled out. So Silent 2, holy crap. This is just insane. VGC, what the hell are you? It's worse than a friggin' AOL. My goodness. They turned things around, a combination of positive press coverage. And also thank the timing of it. The fact that it's coming out around Halloween, I think it's ingenious. Like, definitely very smart. Very smart. If the game's in the performance-wise, the comedy expected, it won't be because of any ill will among the gaming community. One that where once was concerned about Silent Hill 2, the combat, character designs, and pedigree of its studio behind it, there's now excitement. If you forgive our immediate reference to Silent Hill's longtime rival, Silent Hill 2 is more like Resident Evil 4 remake than the Resident Evil 3 remake. Dude, that's pretty wild. Let's see. Let's see. What the hell's going on here? Hold on. Where's the video? I want to see it. I want to see the gameplay remake from the PS5. Let's see. Dude, what the hell? Hold on. Oh my God. It is like, I'm not going to that website again. My goodness. Goodness gracious. So here's some gameplay for it. But yeah. But it got some favorable reviews, and not just from them, like from a lot of, from overall, dude. It's pretty wild. Like, it just shows that, a studio can be good if they got the proper oversight, the tools, the budget, the marketing. And, it just shows that, we have Bloober team with the Medium and Blair Witch, Game Pass games. Sorry, Phil. Game Pass games. And then you got Silent Hill 2 being done by them. And now this is like Bloober team's best game. Silent Hill remake. So I'm glad that a lot of the stuff that we were worrying about has been rectified, and it seems to be looking good. So I'm definitely looking forward to playing this. I was going to play it anyway because, again, if you remember, grinders, hit that like button. If you remember, I really wasn't a Silent Hill. I was a Resident Evil dude. Like, I played all the Resident Evils. I really wasn't a Silent Hill. Like, I played the first one, and I think I played The Room, but that was a little bit. Like, I really was not into Silent Hill. So, like, I just watched the movie and played the first one and The Room a little bit, and that was it. I was Resident Evil, man. Like, I was playing all the Resident Evil games. I loved Resident Evil. But so I'm interested in this because I never played the fully Silent Hill 2. I know Silent Hill's legendary. See, Mr. Tennis, I know. Oh, see, look at this. Josh says, even though he's a Resident Evil guy, he played the Silent Hill game. Dude, I didn't play him. The movie was good. That was the thing. That one got me interested. I watched the movie, but yeah, I only played a little bit of it, but I loved. I just, for some reason, man, I just gravitated more to Resident Evil and was more into that, dude. I don't know, man. See, there's some things that, like I said before, like I maybe missed out on a lot of stuff because I unfortunately skipped over to PS2. Dude, I went PS1. I was Nintendo. I did Nintendo, GameCube, Xbox. And then came at the end, and then showed up at the end of the PlayStation 3, went Xbox, and then had an Xbox and PlayStation 3, and then had a Wii. Never had a Wii U. Then got a PlayStation 4 Pro when the Pro came out. And then and then PlayStation 5. That's it. Yeah. That was my thing. I just happened to at the time of my life, man, I just skipped over it. I was into like multi-tap, multiplayer games, and it was all about N64 and all the party games and stuff like that. That was like when I should have been probably playing the PS2. So I skipped over a lot of those franchises. A lot of things that people were like, oh man, I played them all. Like, yeah, I just, and I remember the GameCube had like that Resident Evil 0. And I was like, oh my God, GameCube had a Resident Evil 0 exclusive. So I was like, that's why I got a GameCube. Because I wanted that. But yeah, so I'm interested in Silent Hill 2 because again, I never played through the full game of that one. So again, this will be a new one for me, and I'll probably be streaming it here at the Gaming Grindhouse. But it's very with the grinders. So No, I understand. It's not a bad set of consoles there. It's just for some reason I bought the PlayStation 2 for about a week to play GTA, and then I was like, I can't. I returned it back. My friend made me return it back because I was just like, I couldn't. I didn't have enough time to do it. I was like, I'll just wait. And then the Xbox announced their GTA and all that stuff. But I love horror games, though. I do love horror games, and VR horror games is crazy on that one. But man, yeah, where the time has gone, man. Already we're in October. Isn't this crazy? Craziness. I feel like we were doing a prediction show just a few months ago. It's insane. Yeah, I played the Kingdom Hearts on the PlayStation when it came there, the remastered ones. And I played some of those, but yeah. See, Don John said he missed out on those. Ooh, he said I'm screaming like a girl. I'm gonna look around the corner and be like,
25. It's coming.
It's coming. There's something around the corner. It's coming. I'll be like, oh shit, there's something in the corner. Yeah, I know that Silent Hill definitely has more creepiness to it than Resident Evil did. Resident Evil became more of an action type thing, and they tried, and I loved Resident Evil 7. Like that was creepy. I love 7 better than 8. I have to say, 7 was friggin' awesome. I enjoyed the shit out of 7. Look at these things. Legs for hands. Oh my goodness, that's the freaky crap. That's that creepy shit. It's like they got the head on their ass and their arm out their arm. The leg's supposed to be. Holy crap! But dude, it looks good. Like it looks good. It definitely looks a lot better than what they shown earlier. Exactly, Josh. Resident Evil 7 is better than 8. 8 was 8 was like Call of Duty. I don't know what they were doing there. It was just like you just had a gun just mowing down people. Like there was nothing there. There was nothing in that one. 7 was great. I like 7. 7 was really cool. But yeah, dude, this looks pretty damn good. Creepy as hell. And look at this. Like, it's just like you're on the floor and you just got this map and you're just going around, dude. So this is fun. And then there we go. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm really surprised that Bloober team, delivered on that stuff. Because again, like I said, it's a challenge when you're trying to remake something. Like people think it's easier, but the problem is that it comes with a boatload of expectations, right? When you start something new, like a new franchise or something along those lines, you don't really have your kind of that pressure of expectations of what, like everybody's saying, like I love the Silent Hill series, I love this stuff, and now the thing is that the fact that they were able to deliver on that expectation and do a really quality remake on Silent Hill 2, yeah. Quiet Brilliance, another review here from Eurogamer. Man, they gave it 5 stars on this one. Bloober delivers. There's been so much noise around this remake, so much criticism. This needs to be upfront and center from the onset. So before we get into the nuts and bolts, before I break down why exactly Bloober team has excelled this time, I need you to understand that how Silent Hill 2 Remake is not only a reboot of the long-suffering fandom deserves, but the one we've been dreamt of. Even in a world where Resident Evil 2 Remake has pushed the remake bar exceptionally high, Silent Hill 2 Remake is sensational. More than that, Silent Hill 2 Remake is so sympathetic to its source, yet confident to stamp its own identity in a long-spoiled 23-year-old story. It's a perfect stepping stone for a whole new generation of fans who never experienced the horror of Silent Hill before. Dude, those are some strong words right there. That is crazy. And there you go. Bloober's delivered. Published by Konami. Konami coming back. Come back, Konami. It comes out October 8th on PC Steam. The only place on PC it should be. And a PS5.
PlayStation.
On PlayStation, there you go. I listen. Say what the thing is they got the eye for what works. So for the one setback they had with Concord, the stuff that they have hit on with Stellar Blade, which is one of my favorites, Silent Hill 2, with Final Fantasy, locking that down. Like they just know the curation of quality stuff. And again, you have hits and misses. You have a Foam Stars, you have a Concord, but then you do have a Helldivers 2, you have a Silent Hill 2, you have a, and then the same thing, you have you have this balance. Like, that's what happens when you have a lot. Like, if you just have one and you hang your hat on it and it's a Janky Jones hat, it doesn't work. Like, now you just sit there with your hands in your pants. But the fact is that they're able to lock these things down. Money hat or not money hat. Goddamn, Mike's supposed to spend $80 billion. The ultimate money hat. For what? They decided that they needed PlayStation. If I spent $80 billion, that shit will be locked down to me. Microsoft is the one that said no exclusives for us. They skipped their own brand. Microsoft spent $80 billion and said, hey, Satya, we're going to do we're just going to skip Xbox. Satya's like, fine, what's an Xbox? I thought it's a Nintendo. Oh, sorry, Satya. Yeah, you're right. Just keep thinking it's a Nintendo. They, that's the ultimate money hat. They bought all the big franchises for $80 billion. They decided to keep everything where it needs to be because they suck. Their console's not doing anything. So therefore, they need what the competition has. Phil said it in February. I didn't say it. He said it. So if they money had to this, because that's what's going to be the talk, right? Sony, they threw money at that Silent Hill at Bloobers. Well, what happened to the money of the medium? Was anybody yelling about the medium going to Xbox first? Did anybody care about the medium? With that juicy 30 frames? Anybody? Nah. They're going to be worried about this one, though. They're going to be like, Sony money had its Silent Hill again now that we don't get it at Xbox. We'll get it next year sometime. Phil will let us know in the next year or two when we will get these games. And then we'll be like, is it on Game Pass? And it's like, yeah, because that's what you do. Because Phil has to fly all the way to friggin' Japan to make an announcement about games that came out 5 years ago are finally coming to Xbox. It's like, dude, did you just start the company? Like, have you been here for 23 years? Or did you just start Xbox last week? Exactly, Tehran. Medium is dog shit. It spreaded dog shit on Bloober's ass. And now, Bloober team has come out of the woodwork and working with Konami and Sony. Delivering a PlayStation 5 exclusive and a PC on Steam where it needs to be. Phil's still learning. He visited everybody, took pictures with everybody, goddamn Mickey Mouse over there. And he came back with like, oh, we got games from 5 years ago. Working hard, still learning.
Xbox no, Philness.
That's what he is. He got a lot of pictures, though. I wonder if the guy's making a slideshow on Microsoft slideshows, because that's all he got. He don't come back with games when he goes over there. He comes back with photos. He probably sits through there. He's like, honey, come sit over here. Look at my photo book. There's me with Konami. There's me at Capcom. There's me with Koei Tecmo. There's me with Sunishan. There's me on Final Fantasy stage. I met with the Final Fantasy team. There's me with this one. Well, what'd you go with it for? I'm learning. Learning what?
Xbox no, Philness.
He comes back with photo albums. Goddamn vacation. That's all I saw. He didn't come back with any games. He didn't come back with any announcements. He just went to Japan to get a whole bunch of photographs with people. Nice meeting you. Well, good meeting you, Phil-san. See you later. Oh, is that? Yeah, by the way, our new games are coming to Xbox. Okay, good. That's all right. Nice meeting you. What the fuck? Nice meeting you. You got to see, dude. Oh, my God. I was going through some of those photos that Phil was showing. Holy crap. Holy shit. Phil's in Japan. Dude, this is what he goes. And they still skip Xbox. He goes over there and says, nice meeting you. And as he walks away, they're like,
Skip.
Go for son.
Skip.
Yeah.
But skip.
Where you go?
Skip. We skip.
Simple as that.
Skip.
they're like, yeah, we're skipping them. Thanks, Phil. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you, Phil. There goes Phil. There they are. Look at this. He added more pictures since my last video. Phil and Sarah taking pictures all day long. Here he is. Really good meeting Sega and Atlas while in Japan. And congrats to the Atlas team for Metaphor. Good discussing with Konami and their future plans and opportunities. Well, Phil, did you talk about Silent Hill 2?
25. It's coming.
Xbox no, Philness.
Did you talk about? Did you talk to Konami about Silent Hill 2? That's just skipping Xbox? I guess not. And then we go. Oh, and good to see Capcom while we're here. Capcom in Tokyo, and then their games and he says the same thing. Their plans and opportunities, and games and opportunities. And then we see Bandai Namco. Great to talk about the future plans and opportunities and collaborations. Dude, get the fuck out. It's all word. Look at this. Look at this. Meanwhile, Silent Hill 2 comes out on October. This man, goddamn vacation photos. He right sits back and looks and flips to his phone and goddamn vacation photos. There he goes. He'll come back with any game. We talk about future opportunities, and then you come back and you go, yeah, we're skipping your Xbox, Final Fantasy exclusive. And he's like, oh, shit, but I met you. Dude was on stage. People were watching, dropping goddamn kidney stones, screaming Phil Spencer's name when he jumped on the stage at Final Fantasy.
Phil Spencer! Phil Spencer!
Oh,
Phil Spencer, baby!
oh.
Yes!
Goddamn guy passed the fucking goldstone. Oh.
Yes! Yes!
Dude, the guy passed the goddamn kidney stone right there. Screaming for this guy showing up on Final Fantasy stage just to be skipped with all Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7s. And then he goes all the way to Japan, says
Xbox no, Philness.
and says Final Fantasy Pixel remasters that came out 4 goddamn years ago are going to be on Xbox. The remaster collection came out 4 years ago. The goddamn other game came out decades ago. But we're happy to bring it to Xbox. Dude, it's like, Phil, did you just start up Xbox last week? You're talking about 25-year anniversary you're going to celebrate. Why are you going over there like you just did a startup company and you're working there with an Ouya? Dude. He's going over there like he got a fucking Ouya with them. Like, yo, I just built this new console in the basement. I want to know if you want to develop for it. That's what he's going over there for. It's like, yeah, I just started. He's like a startup company. Phil, you've been there 25 years. Nice to meet you. And why is you there? Well, why isn't Sarah networking? Sarah needs to be fine and working all those boots over there in Japan and getting those connections. Let Sarah Bond do her job, Phil. Why you always got to be the shadow tag along? Let Sarah do her job. She is Xbox. You are not Xbox. And why are you always around? Like, do you not let her speak? I know you had to go to HR. But come on, Phil, leave Sarah be. Let her do her job. Let her network. Let her use her T-Mobile skills. Let her do her job. Why are you always there? You were in Germany, not letting her speak. Now you're up there in Japan. Where's Sarah Bond's picture by herself with these developers? Why is Phil Mickey Mouse's ass in all these pictures? Oh, boy, take a picture of me. No, nobody wants to deal with you, Mickey. Oh, no, take a picture. Oh, no, Phil. Get out of here. Let Sarah do her job. Poor Sarah has sticky notes saying, I got to listen to what this fool says and what he wants. I don't know what this drunkard wants. That's what Sarah has, sticky notes all over her computer saying Phil's a lunatic. He is. He's like, oh, no, take a picture. Sarah, Sega, come here. Oh. Sarah's like, I can't take a picture with you guys at Sega. Phil's like, wait for me. Oh, boy. Where do I sign? Phil, get out of here.
No, you like to look at yourself on television, you sick son of a bitch. So look at this.
He's like a goddamn possessed Mickey Mouse, trying to jump in everybody's pictures. But there he goes. Nice meeting. Yo, the threads. The threads on these people like, oh man, he's going to bring the whole goddamn Capcoms, all the Mega Mans are coming to Xbox now. Dude, all he did was pose for a picture. He posed for a picture. Discuss in the industry. He met with them to discuss the industry. Phil, what industry? In February, you said the consoles are not going anywhere. What is that what you told all these poor Japanese developers? Did you give them the sad story from February? Is that what you told them? You said to them, guys, consoles are not growing. It's a growing business. Is that what you did? He sat down there with each of the Japanese developers and said, consoles are not a growing business. We're trying, but they're just not growing. We could get more money from the... Did you go in there with those quotes, Phil? Did you tell them how everything's stagnant and nothing's growing? Is that what you told the developers? Is that the story that you told them all?
Xbox no, Philness.
Is that where we went over there and we told them, consoles are just not growing? We got to sustain the business. Like, is that what you did? Did you go over there and tell them why you goddamn shut down Tango Gameworks? Put those people on the streets? Did you tell them that story, Phil? Did you tell them why you put Tango Gameworks on the streets? Goddamn, they were making expansions. They were making DLC. They were doing all this shit. And you pulled the rug from underneath them. Is that what you did, Phil? You told them the story about how you let go of the only studio you had in Japan? You shut it down for a business? Is that the story you told them? Is that the future plans? Did you tell them that story, Phil? You told them to buy a Fire Stick? Is that what you told them? You said, no, we don't need Xbox. Xbox, no.
Xbox no, Philness.
Xbox, no,
Nope.
Philness. You could get a Fire Stick when you slipping people. No, what he was doing is probably slipping people Fire Sticks in their goddamn pocket when he met them in Japan. He's like, you know what? He took a picture. He's like, oh, boy, let me take a picture. And he slipped them a Fire Stick in their pocket. That's what he did. He grabbed their ass. He put it in the goddamn back seat, right in the back pocket. All these guys walked away. They go, what the fuck's in my back pocket? Who put this Amazon Fire Stick in my back pocket? Phil's like, Phil Mickey Mouse went over there. And he's slipping everybody Amazon Fire Sticks. Holy shit. It's just so stupid. But the people underneath the thread of this thing, holy shit, you would think he went over there and he was like shipping. He came back with a trunk full of Japanese games. All the exclusives that never showed up on an Xbox. You think he went over there, he came back with luggage of all the games. Dude, he came back with photos. There you go. And they look fucking thrilled to meet him. They're like, yeah, here's Phil again. Take a picture with him. Sign my ass. That's right. Trash Canto Phil the Fire Stick. Yeah, you know, Josh, you know when you go to those conventions and they give you like all that swag and they're like, you get like stickers and pins and shit. Phil was handing out Fire Sticks. He had a whole bunch of his jacket. He looked like a door-to-door salesman. Inside that jacket right there, he opened them up. He had Fire Sticks all in the inner linings. All in the inner linings. He had all the inner linings inside his jacket right here. If he opens up his jacket, he's like a goddamn salesman. He has all the Amazon Fire Sticks in the inside. It's like, which one do you want to pick? We got the 4K Ultra. We got the 4K Max Fire Stick. He got them all. He's got them all. Poor Sarah can't do a job. Look at her. She's being suppressed by Philness. She's like, why can't I do this job by myself? He don't need to be there. She's like, that's Xbox. This is Xbox. My job is Xbox. This is Xbox. It's National Lampoon's Phil Vacation. There you go. This is Xbox right here. There's the Xbox queen, and she's doing her job. We do not need Mickey Mouse. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Take a picture with me. No, we don't need him. That's Xbox. No. Here I am. Oh, boy. Phil, you're an executive. Get out of here. That's Xbox. That's who needs to be doing the job to save Xbox. Oh, no. Here I am. Fire Stick. Get out of there. There it is. Poor Sarah. Sarah needs to do her job. Oh, no. She needs to do what I say. No, Phil, get away. This is what needs to happen. Phil needs to stay and make sure the quality games. Meanwhile, while Phil was doing this shit, they dropped Shatted. They dropped Shatted Space. And Phil's over there. And there's Sarah. Let her cook. That's right. Oh, no. I gotta come. No, Phil, get the fuck out of there. No. That's Xbox. That's Xbox. He's dropping Xbox in the bazaar. There he is again. See, that should be, there it is. Sarah doing her job. Let her go to Japan. Let her tell them what Xbox is. Let her go to Japan. Let Sarah do her work. Oh, no. I gotta be there. Oh, I'm Phil Spencer. Oh, boy. Yes, I'm No, get her out of there. He's happy. This is what it is. That's the future. Oh, no. Yeah, Phil. He has to steal the spotlight. I'm surprised he's not standing there in front of her. We need Sarah to do her job. See? Here it is. Sarah doing her work. Sarah's doing her job. There it is. Meeting, ready to get Metal Gear Solid for the Xbox. Make sure it works with the X. Uses the power. Fuck Booster. We don't need the Series S. She's over there talking about the power of the Xbox. She's ready to go. And then they go, oh boy, here I come. Fire sticks. Nobody wants a console. Oh boy. Phil, get out of here.
Xbox, no. Phil does.
We don't need it.
Well,
She's like, no, Xbox, I'm working on a most innovative console. She's over there talking, I'm working on a very innovative console. I'm working with all this incredible work. And then Phil goes, oh boy, do you hear about the Fire Sticks? Oh, nobody wants an Xbox. No, console required. Phil! Shut him up! Get him out of there. Philness mouse. Look at it. Sarah's over there. She's like, we got the most innovative console. We're doing maybe doing a handheld. I know that'll be great. We could put some of the games over there, the Japanese. We could really do a great job over here with this new Xbox. It's very innovative. And then Sarah Bond is doing a job. Letting her do her work. Oh boy, did you hear me? The Fire Sticks work. 4K streaming. Say XCloud. Stop this and I gotta say XCloud. Oh boy. No. Get out of there. Shut him up. Did you hear about my Xbox Story Packs, West? Oh, my story time with Phil. I got that stand. Great, there. Phil don't go. Oh, I make mistakes. I'm still learning. Oh, shut up. We don't need him. Sarah's over there doing her job. But Phil can't shut up. It's a business. Oh, shut up, Phil. What story are you telling them? Look at me. Oh, shut up. We don't need you, Phil. You're done. You're 5 levels removed. Let Sarah do her job. Because you're over there touting, you already told your story at PAX West about how you missed everything, you skipped everything. You went to Germany and told them nobody wants an Xbox. Then you went to Japan and was slipping them Fire Sticks in their goddamn pockets. Goodness gracious, Phil. We don't want it. Take your Mickey Mouse ass and go home.
Xbox, no. Phil does.
I don't know what to do. How does this guy say it's a business and they're paying to fly his ass to Japan? And they're paying to fly his ass to Germany to talk stupid shit? To get skipped when he comes home? To get skipped? I don't get it. You go over there, you acting like you're breaking bread with all these people and doing what? And then they come back to do what? We're going to do... Phil goes over to Japan and then he comes back and they got articles like this. The fuck? We're investigating why devs are... Phil was just in Japan. Didn't he ask them? How did Phil not talk to them? You got to come back and you got to do a survey. We're asking, if I was Stuttering Satya, and I walked into this thing, and I was like, wait a second, Stuttering Satya. If I was Stuttering Satya, and I walked in there,
that we're doing with our content, with our our cloud, and
I would have been stuttering my ass off. I saw this. I'm like, wait a second. I just paid to fly Phil Spencer to Germany, to Japan. He did story time over at PAX. He wanted to get out of lunch. And then now, we have to do a survey to find out why they're skipping Xbox. Holy shit, it's even worse. Josh Ayers says the survey is only for U.S. devs. Holy shit. So if the U.S. devs are skipping Xbox, then what the hell is the Japanese doing? Holy shit. Then why is he over there? But Stuttering Satya's got to be like, I sent Phil to fucking Japan for what? We have to investigate. We need to know why they're skipping Xbox. Listen, I'll solve your investigation right now. I actually solved your. I could have told you to even start it. It's the Series S, bitch. There it is. That's what it is. Because you have given them a limited console. The devs didn't want it before you launched it. Now you're wondering 5 years in why the devs are skipping you? Yeah, they're skipping you because you gave them hardware that they don't want. And they got to work. That's why. Baldur's Gate. Wukong. And Tria, the last song. It goes on and on and on. It's not even a Sony money hat. You got to have some conspiracy theories for that shit. It's because you got a gimp-ass booster box that nobody wants. Who the hell wants a weak box to be launching with the most powerful box? In what world does that happen? Who sends out their budget-ass phone, the bootleg edition, with their premium device on the same friggin' day? You sell your flagship and then you wind yourself down to the P. That's what you do. You don't send it out there with budget box. You don't go out there with booster box with less shit, less power than the previous console. The devs say they didn't want it. They said, we don't want it. We don't want booster. And you proceeded to ship it anyway. And now you're wondering, well, why are they skipping us? It's because even with two consoles, even with that stupid weak-ass S, you're still not selling shit. So you have a lowest install base. Satya, you said to yourself, you're fourth or fifth in a three-legged race. I don't know. There are three consoles that I know of, and Satya said he's fourth and fifth. I don't know what the fuck numbers are in between. Nobody asked him that question. I don't know. There's the media for you. I know Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft. We're fourth or fifth. What? Fourth or fifth? How the hell are you that bad that you're fourth and fifth in a three-person race? What are you observing? How does that work? Well, who's the fourth? Who's fifth? Like, who's in between? Is it Ouya? Who is it? What are you counting? Oh, he's counting the X. Oh shit! He's counting the previous generation. Oh shit! Oh no! Well, which one is the last? So the new console's on the bottom, and oh shit! It can't be like that. But like, you're that bad. So you have the worst install base. You have a lowest install base. You have the weakest console. Like, you don't have the leverage you do with the devs. The Soldier Boy console. There you go, Johnny Gaming. That's the one that's winning. So it's no shock. And I'm hoping that this survey and the PS5 Pro make Microsoft realize that they need to cut off that booster appendix. The Series S needs to be separated. Make the booster version separate. And make the Series X, PS5, and PS5 Pro. Because guess what? We're already seeing it. The PS5 Pro versions are going to be the best played, and the S is going to look like last generation. It's going to be even more forgettable and jokingly. And I think too, you see that the X versions of games are really just upscaled S games because they're missing the same assets like trees and plants and bushes. Meanwhile, the PC and the PlayStation have the same things in the image where Xbox just doesn't have it. And it's like, well, wait a second. It's because they're making it for the S and then just scaling it for the X. And then their own studios are not even putting performance modes in the game. People are crossing their fingers that Janky Jones is at 60 frames. Avowed, they're already talking about juicy 30 frames. Shit, with the delay, a juicy 30 frames. Starfield was juicy for over a year. Redfall was juicy for 4 months. Then he shut them down. Hellblade 2 is still juicy 30 frames. Nobody's even asking for performance modes in Hellblade 2.
Juicy.
It's juicy.
Juicy.
That's what they said.
Juicy 30 frames a second. Juicy 30. Juicy 30. Juicy on that bitch Xbox. Juicy.
What are we doing here?
Juicy.
Juicy. So I hope they investigate and they figure out what the hell's going on. But the proof is in the pudding. It's right there. Like, there's no survey that needs to be done. Like, it is plain Jane right there. Like, it is there. It's You don't have the install base, and you put out a console that is not as powerful and is the weakest one of everything. So you don't have the leverage. You don't have the devs' ears anymore. You're at the mercy of the devs. That's why I guess you fly Phil. Where in the world is Philness San Diego? You know,
Xbox no, Philness.
He send them all over the place like a goddamn PR spokesperson. Is he getting the games? Like, maybe Booty should be there talking about games and talking about software. With Phil, what is he doing? Phil told us in February how bad the industry's doing. It's not growing. Well, then you're doing a lot of touring around the world for an industry that's not growing, Phil. It's very interesting. Like, you're doing a lot of PR, running around, visiting, shaking hands, kissing babies, hugging grandmas. A lot of kind of just a lot of PR stuff, a lot of campaigning for an industry that just is not growing. Well, what are you going to do about it? You going over there and then the thing is that you go over there and then it's like, oh, we got Final Fantasy. It's like, oh, and then we got the Mana games and Game Pass. It's like, yeah, but what about the new one? Oh no, we didn't get that one now. We got Final Fantasy. Well, is it in Game Pass? No, it's not Game Pass. We didn't get a game. Like, it's just, dude, all this visiting and handshaking, is it yielding the games? You've been visiting Sega, taking shits at their headquarters for the last 5 years. Was that for Persona? I don't know. But it's just, I think people are over it. There's a couple of people that just follow this stuff that think like, oh my God, Phil's in Japan now. And it's just like, dude, like, who cares? He's been in Japan. He's been all over the place. He's everywhere. They still skipping him. That's not doing anything. And the way he talks about the industry, it seems like he's looking for that golden ticket. He's looking for that miracle plan. And it's like, dude, no, you got to put in the work. Like, he's looking for the secret code. I feel like that's what Microsoft's been chasing. They've been chasing this secret code of like, there's this mysterious group of gamers that nobody has touched yet. And it's like Phil needs to find them, and that's going to save the industry and grow gaming. And he's searching for this pot of gold. He's like Janky Jones looking for the gold, and it's a fool's gold because he's just looking for this install base, this mystery out there. It was mobile gamers, but now it's not mobile gamers. And maybe, who knows, it was PC gamers before. Now it's not PC gamers. He's just looking for this shortcut. And there is no shortcut. It's called making great games and building a library and confidence with your customer. That's what it is. And that takes work, trust, and consistency and quality. That even if you drop and fail, you quickly pick yourself up and you don't be sorry. You be better. You don't sit there and say, I'm sorry, I'm learning. I take it on the chin. I'm still learning. I'm sorry. No, be better. Don't say we're sorry. Come back with an Astrobot. Come with a Silent Hill 2. Come with a Ghost of Yotai. Yeah, that's how you be better. But you just sit there and be sorry. You'll learn and feel bad for $1 billion Phil. Watch me tour the world. Dude, you're letting go people. You're shutting down studios. Your goddamn ass didn't even fly to fucking Japan when you shut down Tango Gameworks to help them. But you got the balls to go to Tokyo Game Show and take pictures like motherfucking Mickey Mouse with all these devs after you had the one Japanese studio and you shut them down via Microsoft fucking Teams. They were actively working on all those things. I didn't see Phil's in Japan now with a Tango Gameworks. No, man, you shut them down via Teams. You didn't even turn on the goddamn camera. You sent them a friggin' email. And you shut them down. They were in the middle of working on Hi-Fi Rush 2, working on DLC. I got that shit. They were working on all that stuff. I didn't see any pictures of you in goddamn Japan then. Now, you weren't in Japan then. But you got the balls, you and Sarah, to go out to Japan now and take all these fucking pictures with all these devs. Yeah, then he sent out Sarah to go the interview with The Verge or some bullshit in New York City. Talking about layoffs and shit. You didn't go to Japan when you shut them down, right? Nah, you stayed from your goddamn office with your bitch-ass wall. With your little wall of bullshit and dildos. He wasn't in Japan then. There were no pictures there. But then he goes out there. One studio in Japan that you own, that made a successful game. And you shut them down. But let's go back there and take some pictures. That's what you're going to say. Here. Here you go. There they go. This is what they were doing when you shut them down. Tango Gameworks was working on the anniversary content for The Evil Within and a 6-month build of Hi-Fi Rush 2 when the studio was shut down by
Xbox no Philness.
that son of a bitch, the same guy that was hugging and kissing ass and grabbing babies and snuffing down goddamn Amazon Fire Sticks in Japan. Boom. That's right. At least Jim Gordon Ramsay Ryan, he cooked them the final meal, PC Hawk. He went over there and he goes like this.
Where's the lamb sauce?
Come on, man.
I just need it.
This is the lamb.
Jim Gordon Ramsay Ryan. He went over there and cooked the London studio a final meal. He like showed him his face. He's like, let me cook you a pumpkin roll.
I'll get you more pumpkin. I'll ram it right up your fucking ass. Would you like it whole or diced?
Yo, that's classy Jim Ryan right there. He went out to Project London and he served them their final meal. Phil went over on fucking Teams, didn't even turn on the camera, and fired goddamn the whole Tango Gameworks. Jim gave him the Last Supper. That's right, Don John. Jim Ryan showed his face over there. He goes, yeah, everybody. He wanted to see who he was letting go. Phil Spencer, he said, don't even bother turning on your camera, Tango Gameworks. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. That's Phil. That's how Phil went down. And meanwhile, they're working on this. Look what they're working on. Evil Within. Fucking Evil Within they were working on. Evil Within. What's crazy is that the fans said when they got Tango Gameworks, Evil Within was one of the things that they want. And they were doing something with Evil Within. And it was 6 months into Hi-Fi Rush 2. And Phil said, get the fuck out of here. I'm going to Japan later on this year. He said it Teams. He sent them over Xbox Game Pass pins, the son of a bitch. That's what he said. He went in there, he goes like this. He goes, Tango, you're on the line. Phil, they're on the line. Tango Gameworks is on the line. All right, I got to say something to them.
Xbox no Philness. Well,
there you go. They're like, Phil, what the fuck was that? He's trying to say, shut it down. There's Phil on Teams. No pictures in Japan. And then he goes to Japan now and takes pictures with everybody like a goddamn prostitute. Whoring himself out over there. No, he's talking about the industry. I'm like, Phil, weren't you the guy in February said the industry's dead? Nobody's buying consoles. There's nothing going on. Nobody's growing. Goddamn sound erectile dysfunction or some shit like a commercial. Goddamn Phil Spencer in February was like a fucking erectile dysfunction commercial. He's like, it's not growing. What am I supposed to do? I could throw more stuff at it, but it's not growing. What can I do now? It's like, Phil, is this a late night erectile dysfunction commercial? What are we talking about here? I want it to grow. I've been waiting for 5 years for it to grow. It's not growing. Just flapping around. It's not growing. Phil, what are we talking about? Phil, this is about Xbox. It's not growing. What am I supposed to do? I want it to grow. I put $80 billion into it, and it's still not growing. It's like, oh, shit, Phil, what is this? Sarah, it's not growing. What the grow? Just flaps in the wind. It's not growing. What am I supposed to do? That's a goddamn February show. A goddamn ED commercial. I even got a booty, and it's still not growing. Oh, shit, what are we doing here? I'm sitting right next to a booty, and it's not growing. What am I supposed to do? I got Sarah Bond, fine as hell. I got booty, and it's not growing. What are we supposed to do? It's not growing. I put $80 billion. I have $80 billion. I hired a booty. I got fine Sarah. It's not growing. I can't do anything more. I need it to grow. Satya wants it to grow. It's not growing. Holy shit, Phil, please. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? What is this? I see booty every day, and it flaps in the hallway. Oh, shit, Phil. Oh, shit, Phil. Talk about Xbox. What are we doing? What are we doing? What is he talking about here? That was February. That's the industry right there. Oh, I'm talking about the gaming industry. What do you think I was talking about? Oh, all right, Phil. Holy shit. Oh, oh shit. I don't know what he's talking about. It was Xbox business. Oh, man. I thought you were talking about something else, Phil. What the hell's going on here? Oh, okay. It's just Xbox. He's talking about Xbox. Oh shit. That's what he said. But this Tango game, I tell you, it's a Friday night. This is fucking wild. Hit that like button, grinders. Goddamn Xbox stand-up comedy. Holy shit.
25. It's coming.
Is it coming, Phil? What are you talking about here? Oh shit.
25. It's coming.
No, Phil, it's not. It's not growing. What am I supposed to do? Oh man. But there you go. He shut him down via Teams. We got goddamn the people that make ketchup is going to save the Hi-Fi Rush. That's how crazy it is. Goddamn Phil Spencer's, they let Tango Gameworks get bought by people that make ketchup. Fucking Kraft. Kraft, they make mayonnaise, ketchup, they're going to save Hi-Fi Rush. There you go. Got Kraft Ton. Goddamn, it's a branch of Kraft. Goddamn ketchup people are going to be saving fucking Hi-Fi Rush. This is what he did. Dude, what a nut shot with the evil within. The evil within. Anniversary. Phil said, fuck your anniversary. It's canceled. Because I don't even know if they gave them the Hi-Fi Rush, the evil within IP. I don't even know. As I'd say, it is the ketchup. Goddamn, the ketchup saving them. Like, I don't even know if, remember they gave them Hi-Fi Rush too. They gave them Hi-Fi Rush IP. I don't know if they gave them the evil within. So Phil said, fuck your anniversary. I'm keeping Hi-Fi. I'm keeping evil within. I don't know. What the fuck does Kraft Ton make? They make ketchup and mayonnaise. Fucking, they make condiments. I don't know what the hell they make. But they saved Hi-Fi Rush. Phil, it's like when we were hearing about the Cloud and Boosteroid and Black Nuts.
I can go directly to Black Nuts.
I don't know where these people come from. Kraft Ton, saving Hi-Fi. Who the fuck Kraft Ton? Who they? All I know is Kraft make ketchup. He's a Boosteroid, Black Nut Studios, all this shit. Phil digs them up. He's digging them up. He goes through like the phone book. He has the yellow pages and shit. Yeah, where are those? Yes, Phil said no evil within the anniversary. We're done with that. He's like, we're done with this. We don't need any anniversaries here. Nobody's celebrating anniversary. The only anniversary we're going to celebrate is my anniversary. When Phil Spencer said 25 years, and I write on inside of the goddamn controllers again. They're playing your games. That's the only anniversary Phil cares about. While Leeds a game cat for the $2, he goes, the Metro VR 6-minute trailer looks fire. 2024 is lit. Yes, and they did show that trailer in the PlayStation show. So yeah, it did look good, man. That Metro does look really damn good. I'm not I played a little bit of Metro games, but it's interesting in VR. Try that out. But thank you, Waleed. I got possessed by the Philness going over and just firing people. Mr. Grimm, it's a whole video. It's a whole video. That was just a part of her.
I can go directly to Black Nuts.
She's a big fan. Big fan. He's a big fan. We watched the video together, Mr. Graham. You gotta go. I gotta go clip it. So you'll find it somewhere. It's on my shows. You went through the whole video where she described about what Black Nuts does. PC Hawk hating. PC Hawk is hating on the PlayStation. Man, PC Hawk. Do I have to go back to the tapes? PC Hawk and talk about you hyping about the Series X? Man, all you guys that love the power, walking around, big dick energy. Oh, the Series X teraflop. Look at my 12 teraflop. How many teraflops, PC Hawk, in the Series X? What was it? What were they, 24? Whatever. Look at my 24 teraflops hanging. All you power fuckers. All you fucking power fuckers running around with the Series X, the most powerful console with the best packaging. Running around. Now you're like, nobody wants a PS5 Pro. Who wants more power? Motherfuckers bought a goddamn box that had no games. All you stupid bitches that wanted the most powerful console in the world. It was called Project Scarlet, my ass. Then the guy with the beard came out talking about this shit. You love the power. You were rubbing your fucking nipples in it. And then all of a sudden now nobody wants more power. Nobody wants more power. Nobody wants more. But man, that big dick energy was flowing in 2020. You were fucking flowing. You were like, oh, we got 4 more teraflops than the PlayStation, bitch.
Great circle is
What happened? What happened? Phil took a shit in a box and he slapped the guarantee stamp on it. That's what he did. He took a shit in the box and put guaranteed. He guaranteed you a piece of shit. Actually, he didn't put the sticker on the box. He put Master Chief on the box. He's like, here's a Halo box without Halo. All the power in the world, all the nipples were fucking piercing the screens. Now, all of a sudden, Sony's like, hey, we got a more powerful PlayStation. We don't want it. Who wants more power? It's not necessary. We don't want it. Oh, really? Man, Phil Spencer sold you a 1X, the most powerful Xbox One. Dude jumped out of a fucking limo, did cartwheels in the store. For a mid-gen PCO, you're going to make me fucking go wild. You're going to make me go wild. It's fucking Friday night. PC Hawk's going to make me go fucking wild. Aaron, you too? You want some too? Here you go. You want to see? Nobody wants power. Nobody wants power. Who wants it? Who wants power? Here, who wants power? We don't want it. Nobody wants power. Motherfucker jumped out of a limo. Made a jacket, a varsity jacket. Look at this.
Store is now open. Our first.
This is a mid-gen refresh. Who wants more power?
They're going to pick up their Xbox One X here in New York.
Look
you
at
can
this.
see the stream of fans and folks are starting to come in here. Phil Spencer himself is here.
Holy shit.
To present the very first person in line with their, you can see a little bit of hug there, a lot of love.
Who wants power?
Here. People are just excited.
Mid-gen refresh. Who wants it?
Gaming. We're here. This day has been, we've been waiting for this day for a long time, haven't we, Graham?
Absolutely. It feels
Oh,
like
they're waiting for a long day. Phil's, look at Phil. Look at Phil. Look at me. Take a picture. Take a picture. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Take a picture. Look at me. Look at Phil. Take a picture. Look at me. Look at me.
Hundreds of folks in line. They're starting.
Look at Phil. Look at Phil. PC Hawk, you in the background. You're in the background. Mid-gen refresh. Who wants the power?
Got to pre-order. Graham, how could you?
Major Nelson passing a fucking kidney
We're
stone.
getting some great moments up here. Now I know that, as we said earlier in the show, a lot of folks around the world have already.
Look at Phil. Look at Phil. Look at Phil. Take a picture. Take a picture. Take a picture. Look at Phil.
I've been
Look at Phil.
watching everyone hit us up on social media, say they've got the console. They love it.
absolutely. No, it's been great.
Mid-gen
It's one of the best
refresh.
things about the job.
Who wants it? More power. Who wants? Dude, they sold you this. Motherfuckers did cartwheels. And then just not even 3 years later, 2.5 years later, they shut that shit down and sold you another most powerful console in the world. And now you're sitting here in 2024. You got your both eyes knocked out. You got 2 black eyes. And you're like, I don't even see quality. I don't even know what console gaming is. Phil told me it's not grow. You have no clue, man. You are beaten down. You are beaten down. You are so drunk on the bullshit that Microsoft didn't deliver on that you like, nobody wants more power. What about the 59? What about the new PCs? Are you going to be crying about that shit too? Nobody wants more power. Dude, look at the celebration of a mid-gen goddamn refresh. The moment of Phil, he said they've been waiting for this day. A mid-gen refresh that lasted 2.5 fucking years. So tell me how you don't want more power. Because this is 6 years ago. Just 2.5 years after this, you were gushing over more bullshit. So cut it out. Well, I gotta play. Nah, you know what? Here it comes. Whole fucking. Here it comes.
No, but particularly why?
Start dancing, PC Hawk. Start dancing. Fucking bearded lady. Here it come. The fire eater.
25. It's coming.
I need to see the lady did a backflip. Yeah, little Greenberg. Like you won the fucking Super Bowl. There it is. Here he goes. Oh, the power in your hands. I am the power.
Yes, I am.
All right, now I was noticing that this console, you know, you pre-ordered this console and it's great, but I got to tell you, I think we need to find a Scorpio edition for you. Would you like that?
I would love that. Oh my God.
Can we get
Dude, they gave him a Scorpio edition.
this man a Scorpio edition? I'm going to take this one off your hands.
No, Major Nelson, you should give that fan both of them, bitch.
Oh, PlayStation.
They took it away from him. The guy waited 19 fucking hours for that Xbox, and Major Nelson took it away from him. He took it away. He took it out of his hands. He should have said, here's a second one. We need to move these fuckers. That's what he should have said. He should have said, we need to move the. He took it away from this man. This poor guy waited 19 goddamn hours, slept in a fucking tent, pissed and shit in his own pants, waited for the mid-gen refresh, and you get it in your hands,
right.
And then Major Nelson takes it from you.
We're gonna get the main guy.
And what's crazy is the Scorpio edition had problems. Yes, it did, Nick. It did.
In line because he's got his console.
He gave him the bootleg version.
Over here.
Brilliant.
He should have gave him two consoles. Like, I'm gonna move this shit.
You, man. Now you ready?
Yes,
Took it out of the guy's hands.
I was noticing that
guy waited 12 goddamn 17, 19 hours. 19 hours he waited for this thing. He shit his pants. He fucking ate out of a hole on the ground. Fucking guy waited for this Xbox. You get it. He took it out of his hands and gave him the bootleg Scorpio edition that had issues. Shit.
This console, you know, you pre-ordered this console and it's great, but I gotta tell you, I think we need to find a Scorpio edition for you. Would
Give
you
it
like
to
that?
him in addition.
I would love that. Oh my God.
Can we get this man a Scorpio
Yes,
edition?
give him two. No. Oh, shit.
There you go.
Oh, he took it away. The guy's like, oh, fuck. That one fucked up. That one has the bootleg shit in it.
These are no longer available anywhere in the world, and we held one for you because of all you've done for us. So
You should give him two of them, Major Nelson. $1 billion, $1 trillion company. Give the man two.
That, so have fun.
Well, they took that shit from him. They said we gotta return that back to Best Buy.
That vaulting video that that Brandon was going to go about, so we couldn't fit everything into the.
Took it from dude, and then they even stiffed that poor guy too. They were interviewing. Look at this guy got the fucking. They gave this guy the okie dokie. Watch this. They were about to interview him, and then Aaron Greenberg busted his goddamn interview. Watch this.
Right, I've staked out my spot here at the front, and we are waiting for the team to arrive and deliver the very first Xbox One X. Now, they're arriving in a Ford F-150 Raptor that has been specifically tricked out for the Xbox One X launch event.
Oh,
now,
shit.
Yachendu, Alicia, like, you guys have been here for a while. When did you get here last night?
Oh my God, I got here like 5 p.m. yesterday. It's crazy.
Holy
and that's wild. And not to cut you off, it's literally here right now. So let's get up here. Let's get up here. We're going to sneak out.
Dude, the poor guy. This shit never gets old. This shit never gets old. They're about to do this guy. He's like, I came here 5 o'clock last night. Dude was there for fucking 24 hours. And they're like, not to cut you off, but Greenberg's getting out of the car. Oh, shit. Poor guy. He fucking did this guy so dirty. He waited. He was there. I'll be here since 5 o'clock last night. Dude, it's fucking nighttime the next day. He was there over for 24 fucking hours. 24 fucking hours he was there. They're like, the truck is coming.
And that's wild. And not to cut you off, it's literally... I've staked out my spot here at the front, and we are waiting for the team to arrive and deliver the very first Xbox One X. Now, they're arriving in a Ford F-150 Raptor that has been specifically tricked out for the Xbox One X launch event. Now, Uchendu, Alicia, like, you guys have been here for a while. When did you get here last night?
Oh my God, I got here like 5 p.m. yesterday. It was crazy.
And that's wild. And not to cut you off, it's literally here right now. So let's get up here. Let's get up here. We're going to sneak up.
It's like, get out of the way. Fuck you, Aaron Greenberg. Greenberg's getting out of the car. Mid-gen refresh.
There we go. There we go. #1 fan in line.
As you can see, the store is now...
Oh. Guys, like, yo, I came here at 5 o'clock last night. I was shitting my pants. I've fucking been eating. The people haven't eaten. I haven't gone. Oh, no, I don't cut you off. It's fucking Greenberg. Get out of the car. Oh, shit, with the mid-gen refresh. Oh, these fucking things. Oh, my God. Cut them off. The guy's about to tell a story about how dedicated he was. Like, then he gets this thing. They fucking took it from him. They're like, here's the bootleg Scorpio edition. There's mistakes on it. Holy shit. Right, Mod? He says 19 hours since 5 p.m. last night. It's move over. Greenberg's get out of the car. Mid-gen refresh. All right? So... sorry for the diverting of what I was going to talk about, but for people, I don't want more power. Dude, I don't want more power. And also, I love how Phil Spencer tried to weasel his way into the picture. Nobody wants to take a picture with you, Phil. Look at me, look at me. See, that's what he does with Sarah Bond in Japan. Look at he tried to sneak in the picture. He wanted to slip him a fire stick. He's like, oh, beta test this for me, please. Please, beta test. Mid-gen refresh. But nobody wants the power now. Nobody wants, mid-gen refresh. What? The PS5 Pro. We don't need mid-gen refresh. Nobody wants more power. We don't need no 5090s. We don't want that. Who wants, look at Phil. Here, look at the fucking sneak. Look at Phil. He's slipping them fucking fire sticks. He's like, wait a second. Try this out for me. Look at Phil. Somebody take a picture of me. I flew all the way here. Somebody take a picture. Fucking out of here. They should have gave that guy 2 Xboxes. That could, but they ripped it out of his hand. Look at Phil. Watch it. Awkward, Phil. Phil. Take a picture with his wife. Beautiful. Phil, get the fuck out of there. See? See the weasel? Look at him. See? The guy wants to take a nice picture with his wife.
Xbox, no. Phil does.
And Phil weasels his way in the picture. That's what he does. That's what he does. That's what he did in Japan. They didn't want him in the picture. Look, I take a nice picture of my wife with the Xbox. Hey, good Phil. Look at me. Phil, get the fuck out of there. I don't want to take a picture with you. Nobody was like, he's like, you want me to sign it? He's like, fuck it, I'm out of here. I had to take a shit. I've been here since 5 o'clock last night. But nobody wants the power. Nobody wants it. Phil's high. Nobody wants the power. They're like, what? Mid-gen refresh? What's that? Dude, they gave you 2 of them in 4 years. And they didn't deliver on any promises that they made. So please. I'm not telling people to go buy the goddamn PS5 Pro. If you don't want to buy it, fuck, don't buy it. I don't give a shit. But the whole, like, nobody wants it. Who's this for? Dude, they sold you 2 of them. They showed you Tweedledee and Tweedledum. They sold you. Hey, who wants it? Meanwhile, they got side-by-sides oozing off the fucking Digital Foundry. They're bricked up right now, fucking Digital Foundry. Look at them. Digital Foundry's fucking bricked up. They're like, holy shit. They're like the clarity in pro mode. Fucking Digital Foundry knocking off fucking the drinks off that table. They're like, holy shit. Look at the fucking clarity of this shit. They're wildin'. Digital fuckery is like this. Like, oh, look at this. They can't take enough screenshots. They're like, look at this. Yeah, Digital Foundry, what happened? Oh, shit, look at them. They're losing it. They're like, look at this. Look at this. There's goddamn textures. Look at this. Fucking, we got Bootleg Joel on the left. There's goddamn Fernando. They got Fernando on the left. And he's a pro mode. The glow up. Fucking glow up right there. Look at this. Digital Foundry. Look, they get the fidelity and the performance and pro mode brings it together. Dude, they're all fucked up. Look at them. There you go. PC Hawk, you just saw it was that Xbox Scorpio was $500 fucking dollars when people were paying $3 for an Xbox. All right. That Xbox Series A, that 1X was $500. I need anybody crying about goddamn prices. Zoomed in. The Xbox had one upgrade. It was in Red Dead Redemption. The rest of it, you could wipe their ass with it because nothing. It actually, the PS4 Pro was outperforming that Series X. So don't even talk about zooming in. The hell out of here with your shit. Look at this. Digital Foundry, see, that's what happened to Digital Foundry when they know to shut the fuck up. They try to analyze videos across the universe. Like, look at this. There. I see differences. I don't gotta fucking zoom in. Look at this. Phil Spencer will be envious of this picture. Phil Spencer's like, what? Grass? Trees? Rocks? Get rid of it all. Why don't they show the Xbox version? It's fucking gonna be no trees and no rocks. There you go. Phil don't like these pictures. He's like, grass? Oh shit, grass. He cuts the grass out in his games. He's no grass. No landscaping in Phil's games. He's like, there's trees and rocks? Oh shit. There you go, look. Looks good to me. Look at that fucking textures. Nice. But the problem is that it's just screenshots. Like, the thing is that pro mode is running in higher frame rates. That's the other caveat that they're not really highlighting in this stuff. They're just showing, like, you know, okay, well, in snapshot mode, fidelity mode, pro mode actually looks better than fidelity mode, which is pretty crazy. And then you're combining the stuff. So it's running faster. So that's the other thing that they're not showing. So that's the other thing. But yeah, man, dude, I'm not going back and play the game because of the trees, but hey, that's the PS. So that's apparently what the PSR are. They're pissing all over the fucking place. Early indications suggest that the PSSR, that a resolution shit, that the hardware that's built into the PS5 Pro, in combination with the PS5 Pro, is capable of delivering a solid 4K 60 frames of experience. Now, again, Digital Foundry, again, doing their stupid shit. All right, I'm going to tell you something. That's nice, but this is also in The Last of Us Remastered. We need to wait to see the next games coming out, what the Pro's going to do. And that's the thing. See, that's the thing that excites me about the Pro, is what the new wave of games are going to use this thing. Because we've done this before. Even with the Xbox, we saw this with the PS4 Pro. When the games get built with the pros in mind. But this is what I'm saying, PC Hawk. All jokes aside, this is what I'm saying. When the games now are getting developed with the pros in mind, now you know what happened at the end of the PS4 and the Xbox generation. Like, that 1X and PS4 Pro will kind of run in the show. Like, they stopped showing the series, the 1S, the VCR box, because it had the worst RAM and games were just like fighting for their life on that thing. But eventually it's going to shift. And that's what I'm saying. What's going to happen is that I think that now Microsoft will maybe cut off Booster and allow more games to be optimized for the Series X, which I think will be beneficial to Xbox. That's what they should have done a long time ago. And I think that's what they're going to get from their survey, is they're going to see people like, hey, let's just keep that S is dragging it down. It's slowing things down. Let's just do an X and a PS5 version and a Pro. And that's it. But what I'm excited about, listen, this shit, I'm just showing that there's differences. My thing is I'm not saying oh my God, go run out, go throw your money at the screen because there's clarity in the goddamn bushes. Like, no. That's no. I'm excited about what is going to be made for it, like Ghost of Yotai, like games that are being done, like Death Stranding 2. Like those games are being made knowing that a pro exists and what they're going to do with that. That's what I'm buying for. I'm buying for the next wave of games that I'm going to play, that I want to play on day one, and I want to play them in the best place possible at the time that they release. So that's the reason. There it is. That's the reason why. Because, I want to play in the best possible the day they release. Now, granted, I can play them on PC when they come out. That's great. And I'm probably on PC, Last of Us, I could just jack it up and I just go like be on this thing. But the thing is like, that's why I said Sony really has to show their exclusive stuff. No, they do. Obviously, they do have to run, but they're not going to run. They're not going to. And wait a second. You're talking about the base PS5, dude? Those games still need to run on Booster. So this may be another thing. If Microsoft doesn't do that, then Xbox is going to get skipped more. They're going to get skipped more. Now, obviously, these games are not going to look like a generational leap, but they're going to do more shit and they're going to look better and sharper and run better. And that's the main thing. Like, and the thing is like, when this generation, we had to choose between 30 and 60, or we had to choose between fidelity and performance and going back and forth. And performance modes just weren't clear. You were losing the visuals. It will look blurry and more games worse than other ones, right? That's the thing. More games worse than other ones. So you jump to performance mode and you're like, fidelity looks great, but it's 30 frames and it's slower. But when I do it in 60 frames, I'm losing that graphical fidelity. This thing puts the peanut butter with the jelly. And that's what the initial sales pitch is. I think they should do more to talk about more benefits of this thing. But right now, this is what they're focusing on. So, but that's the thing. Like, you would want that fidelity, but you got to sacrifice that for performance mode. And that's what they and that was kind of the MO of what this generation was starting with. So now they put the peanut butter with the jelly on that one. So we'll see as more go through. And then we got here, let's see what we got. What was the other thing I wanted to cover? Oh, yeah. Dude, I said this on the last show. Hit that like button, grinders. I said this on the last show. I thought this would be next year when Ubisoft, Yves Guillemot, would be doing Assassin's Creed. I thought once we get Assassin's Creed, depending on how it does, Ubisoft's going to probably be looking to get purchased because the way they wrote that email and they delayed Assassin's Creed, which hasn't been done before, and moved it to February, give a valid breathing room. But the fact is that they moved it there. Ubisoft's in trouble. Ubisoft had a bunch of failed things. Foam Stars was shit. Star Wars. Where is he? Where is he? Star Wars Outlaws.
It was a disaster, Ryan. It was a train wreck. It was a disaster. Ryan. It was a disaster.
Unoptimized shit, man. I've been running all different PCs. It's fun. It has these frame drops. It's all over the place. It's just, static on audio. I don't know what the hell they did. So they got the Star Wars hit them. The Just Dance. They stopped making games. The X Defiant was another thing, another fail project there. After betas and X Defiant, yeah, it got a little niche audience, but dude, not good. A lot of bad decisions. Even, with little Assassin's Creed and stuff like that, like they have lost a lot of, they try to look for that service thing. They put a lot of bloat in their games. And I kind of liked some Ubisoft games. Like I liked what they were doing. They were coming out with some decent and interesting things. Oh my God, the other game last year, what was it? Pandora, the Avatar game. That sure cost them a lot of money. So they bet on big licenses. So they went on they did Pandora, they did Avatar, Star Wars, big IP, and the games didn't do too hot. Just Dance got a, I don't know anymore of that. You know, with the Wii gone, like Just Dance is stupid. You got to dance with your friggin' phone in your hand. Because the cameras, nobody wants cameras anymore. So like the dance is kind of silly. It's just like, oh, that's cool on the TV screen, but it's not really, you know, Dance Central is like the best dance game with Kinect. Like the items are not there to have a good experience with a dance game. Like the Wii was interesting. It worked with the Wii because it had the motion stuff, but nobody, now you stand there with a friggin' phone in your hand. Some stupid shit. But they spent so much money on this big IP, Avatar, Outlaws. And now, there you go. I don't think Microsoft can buy them because I thought with the CMA, because Ubisoft owns the cloud services of Activision games. So like when Call of Duty goes on their cloud, Ubisoft has to publish that. It's not Microsoft. Ubisoft owns the distribution of Activision games on cloud. That was the compromise that was made to appease the CMA. And in that compromise, Microsoft could not buy Ubisoft for the next 11 years. Because that will be like a counter to like, that would prevent, they just didn't want Microsoft to control all cloud gaming. That's why Microsoft cut those 10-year deals. And then what they did was they said Ubisoft will be owning Activision games and Call of Duty outside on the cloud. So Microsoft cannot jack up prices for cloud and do everything that they actually did this year. But they can't touch them. Microsoft cannot buy them. They'll have the, that's why a buyout with Tencent, which technically will mean that Tencent will own Call of Duty.
25.
It's coming.
I don't know how that will work, but Ubisoft owns oh yeah, I wanted to do that. But Ubisoft owns Call of Duty. There, so this is the article here that sooner rather than later, according to the report, Bloomberg, and if you think about it, they would probably want to get them now, a buyout now, than a buyout after Assassin's Creed. Because if Assassin's Creed launches, and maybe this is the reason why Assassin's Creed was delayed. Maybe they were trying to seek a buyout now than after. I don't know. Fuck it, I don't know fucking business. But anyway, Ubisoft has seen its shares to fall to 11-year lows. Like maybe they're like, hey, don't put out that Assassin's Creed. We will buy you now for this much. Keep that. Maybe it got delayed because of that. How the hell knows? You know? Ubisoft shares fell to 11-year lows. Games like Outlaws have struggled to sell. Like 1 million is sold like in all those months since August or some shit like that, September. Its biggest franchise, Assassin's Creed, has seen the next game delayed to 2025. A Chinese tech company and Guillemot brothers, the Guillemot, has spoke with advisors to help explore ways to stabilize Ubisoft and bolster its value. It said that one of the options on the table would be to involve in taking the company private. That said, talks are at early stage. There's no certainty that the agreement will be reached. Tencent and the Guillemot family are also considering other alternatives. The idea of Ubisoft going private isn't anything new. There's been a major push from solo investors to do that. It's gotten support for at least 10% of the company shareholders. I'd rather them go private. Tencent currently owns 10% of Ubisoft, and the company founded, they didn't go full Ubisoft, they had 10%. The company founded by the Guillemot family in 1986. Yves Guillemot has been in the position since 1988, but as part of the aforementioned push for a sale by investors, has seen requests for his removal. Goodbye, Yves Guillemot. Neither Ubisoft or Tencent have committed to blah, blah, blah. So that's what they're doing. So yeah, man, I think they're in financial trouble. There's definitely going to be some sort of shakeup. There's going to be some sort of shakeup. Yeah, they used to make the Rayman games, Aaron. That's right. They used to make the fucking the Rayman games, man. Those were good. I remember, man, those Rayman games that they did, man, they were really good. They had a lot of cool, innovative things, like with the music as you go through the levels, man, and they ran so good and they looked so sharp. And then they had the Rayman games were pretty, they were pretty big. They were good. They were good platformers. Yeah, Aisha Taylor is not coming to the rescue this time. Nah. Yeah, man. So I don't know. I definitely think we're gonna see some sort of shake up there. There's definitely Splinter Cell. People have been asking for it. No Splinter Cell. Dopies put the goddamn the glasses and stuff like that as avatars and stuff, but nobody's making the game. Like, how do you not make Splinter Cell? Like, this is something that just baffles my mind. Like, in a world of even Souls-like games and things like that, man, you imagine they did Splinter Cell, but they kind of added some elements of RPG elements to it, of Souls-like games or things like that, where like you could kind of like, there's trials and shit like that, and espionage and gadgets, and they could have done there's so many crazy things they do with Splinter Cell because it's an unexplored genre, because stealth genre, sneaking around, espionage, cool tech gadgets, and all that other stuff. Nobody's doing that shit. It's all magical and all this like magic and witches and devil, like it's all this mystical fantasy shit now. But nobody's doing science, sci-fi, and gadgets and espionage and stuff. Like you only see that in Call of Duty. Like it's a whole untapped thing that's been really suppressed in the last year, like the last bunch of years. Like they really haven't. Think about espionage stealth games. There have been none, you know. We were going back and forth between Metal Gear and goddamn Splinter Cell. But yeah, man, that'll be and they'll bring back Spy. Man, I don't understand how, if you want to do a multiplayer, and even Rainbow Six, man. Oh my God, Rainbow Six Vegas, man, Rainbow Six Vegas. Oh my God, the breach and clear, like awesome co-op, man. Going in a team of 4, line up on the outside, breaking the windows at the same time. Oh my God, it was so awesome. And then the casinos where you'd be shooting them up and all the goddamn slot machines be flying all over. Man, Rainbow Six was the shit. Graw, Ghost Recon, like the Graw, not Ghost Recon Open Waterlands, whatever the hell that bullshit was. I mean Graw, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, Graw 2, the third person Ghost Recon game. Yo. I remember those at 360. Graw, man. Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. Yo, you had a drone, you were tagging shit. What happened? Exactly, Mr. Dennis. What happened? Ubi. Yves Guillemot. What happened? Vegas. And like, that's what I mean. Like, they stopped because they made that stupid Rainbow Six Siege, and they just said, oh, we'll just add characters. We're done. Rainbow Six is done. Rainbow Six is done. Like, yeah, we're done. Yo, you had awesome stuff, man. It looked great. I remember, oh, man. Vegas was incredible. Vegas 2, they did too. Speaking of third person, oh, yeah, I'll talk that. I'll see that stuff. But, man, like, geez, like, come on. What are we doing here? Again, another Friday of what are we doing here? Hit that like button, grinders. Late night grindhouse. But yeah, Graw, holy shit. Oh my God, no, Josh, they made they did Rainbow Six, the same stupid Rainbow Six Siege, but they added what was it? In fact, what the hell they added? They added some, they said that the orange mist or something was turning people to aliens. Some bullshit. They had some alien version to it. Extraction, that's what it was. It was in Game Pass, by the way.
Xbox, no. Philness.
Yeah,
well,
exactly. That's where it went. Oh my God, that was all Ubisoft shit. Rainbow Six Vegas, Graw. Then they made open world Ghost Recon. That was not good. That wasn't Ghost Recon. But they try to do that kind of. They try to Assassin's Creed it all, and then they and then oh my God, dude, Assassin's Creed 2. I played it. Ezio. Oh my God, Brotherhood. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Yo, those are classics. I loved, oh my God, Assassin's Creed 2. I played the hell out of that game. Holy crap. I love that. I'll go to Leonardo da Vinci. He'll upgrade my weapons. Oh my God. Then Brotherhood and the multiplayer was pretty lit too in Assassin's Creed. Like even those games. Shit. And even the idea of, dude, even the idea of what the hell was it? The spy. What the hell was the gadget one? Oh shit! What the hell was the one? Now I'm losing my mind here. Which one? What was the one that shit? What was the one that they made the one with the gadgets that they showed and they got downgraded? What the hell was that one? I forgot. Now I forgot that one. It was on the tip of my tongue. I forgot that. But the first one that they made with the shit, I forgot who it was. Somebody in the chat help me. What was the ones where you have to use the watchdogs? Thank you. Holy shit, Josh. Yeah, drop the first watchdogs. The first division, the division was interesting too, but watchdogs, exactly. Like the first watchdogs was pretty interesting where you could use the gadgets and stuff. Then they just bootlegged the shit out of that game. I don't know what. Then they just said, we're just going to make you play Watchdog the NPC. That was, oh my God, that was the worst one. You could just like hijack anybody. But Watchdogs, the first one was interesting. It was a neat concept. But the third one, the last one was the Watchdog NPC was horrible. And then we don't even go down Ubisoft memory train, dude. Far Cry friggin' 3 with Voss, another classic. Memories, like this is the crazy thing, the sad thing about Ubisoft. Like my greatest memories were like Splinter Cell, Far Cry 3, and Graw, Rainbow Six, the original Ghost Recon on Xbox Online. I played the shit out of that because that was like awesome. Like, dude, what happened to them? What happened? Far Cry 3. Talking about Far Cry from a Far Cry. Far Cry 3, dude. Bunch of kids kidnapped on an island from a party, and Voss, dude, the story was friggin' awesome. That's you gotta make a movie about that game. Rich kids get caught on an island, and then they get yo. Then I don't know what the hell they did with Far Cry 4. It went wild, and then 5 wasn't all right. It was okay. 6 was goddamn garbage. Garbage. 5 was decent. Okay. 5, I think, was a little bit better. But 3 was incredible. 2, I thought was good, too, with the Africa and the fire and the whole fire effects. You could burn things down. That's right. Aaron says they did Child of Light, and Aaron, here's another one for you. Ready? This one's a heartbreaker. Beyond Good and Evil. Holy crap. Are you kidding me? That's right, Mod, right? Beyond Good and Evil. A game that people have been wanting a sequel to. Oh my God. Like, and just no. Deaf ears, dude. Deaf ears. Primal. I played Primal was weird. It used the same map as 4. It was wild, dude. But that was wild. What the hell was that? Should have been DLC. Dude, and even the DLC. The Far Cry, what was the DLC? The retro, like, oh my God, the blood, what was it? Blood Money? No, was it Blood Money? Even that shit was incredible. The DLCs for Far Cry were awesome. Dude, I remember the map makers making maps for Far Cry. I was hooked on that stuff because I love Far Cry because you could make the maps. And like people would share the maps and you know, map creator and stuff like that. You could put like a whole bunch of like, you could put a whole bunch of animals with the animal AI on the map creator. People made mini games and stuff. Blood Dragon. Thank you, Josh. Yo, what? Yo, Aaron, truest words right there. Gaming will never be the same. Dude, I just can't believe we have regressed. And I said, like, even playing that retro shit, dude. Prince of Persia? Dude, the 3D Prince of Persia's Wild Wolf. The 3D Prince of Persia's that they were making. They were awesome. They went back and did the 2D one last year or this year. But dude, the 3D Prince of Persia's were freaking incredible. The animations were so slick. It was awesome. What happened? What happened? I don't know, man. You would think, did service games and Apple mobile games really mess up these dudes. They messed up Yves Guillemot. Yves Guillemot lost something there. Blood Dragon was freaking awesome. That's DLC, bitch. That's fucking DLC. That's what you do with DLC. You do something different. You spin off. You do something nice. That's DLC. That was something. Well, man, Yves Guillemot. I don't know. But poor Ubisoft, man. Poor Ubisoft. They turned into dancing pandas. Dude, when I go back and play those older games, man, I'm just like, I just shake my head. And you know what I shake my head about? I shake my head about that when I was playing those games, to try to teleport myself back to that time, 10, 15, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, when I was playing those games, I was thinking, oh my God, it's only going to get better from here. And I would think, as I'm playing a Far Cry 3, going, oh my, if this is what Far Cry 3 is, this is what we're experiencing, dude, we're on an upswing for games. And that's the thing that chaps my ass, is that when I was playing those games, I'm like, they did it. Wow. If they're doing this now, what are they going to do next gen? What are they going to do in the future? And that was the thing that pisses me off so much, because now I'm in the future and I love to go back to myself and go, you know what? Grind it from the past. Enjoy this, because it's not going to be better than this. And that's sad to say. That's sad to say. I don't know. I don't know what these old ass executives got tweeting in their ears, but they need to go. Sayonara. Get rid of them all. Phil and Buddy Yves gone. And I'm concerned. I'm worried about the next thing I'm worried about. I'm going to tell you this. And this is going to be a Grindhouse exclusive right now. You know what I'm worried about? Grinders, you're not going to like this. I'm worried about GTA 6. That's what I'm worried about. Because we haven't seen a GTA post GTA Online effect. And I am worried about GTA 6. Are we going to get a campaign and story of what they used to do? Or we're going to get some shit that's going to be, yeah, finish the story in GTA Online. Fuck that. We haven't seen a GTA built campaign-wise and story. I hope they stick to their guns and still do it. But I'm worried we're going to get some watered-down GTA open. The world's going to be incredible, but it's going to be not as epic as the other GTA campaigns, because they're going to want you to use that world in online and buy the goddamn shock cards. I think they're going to make an incredible world, but that world's purpose is not going to be for an incredible story and campaign. I think it's going to be made for the online bullshit. And that's what I'm worried about, because we have yet to see a GTA, and knowing that they have not made a GTA since GTA 5 for almost decades, because of GTA Online was able to carry that torch, what makes you think that they're going to want to turn that torch off and start with a campaign that matters worth the fuck? Yeah, it'll be a full-fledged campaign, but is it going to be? I don't know. I think, and my thing is, I think you're going to make absolutely incredible world. But I think the purpose of that world is going to be more for the population of online. And we're just going to run through a campaign. The campaign's going to be like a tutorial. So who knows? But I'm concerned of what that GTA is going to be. I think it's going to be absolute quality. I'm sure it will be. I'm just knowing, lurking in the background, there's that GTA Online. And that's a big background for me. I'm just saying that thing carried this shit. But we haven't seen Rockstar make a new game post GTA Online. And if you want a hint, we did actually. Red Dead Redemption. And we saw Red Dead Redemption Online. When they tried them. Dude, I fell asleep and because they tried to do the same GTA Online bullshit with Red Dead. Instead of just making an Old West online shooter fighter, they made this thing where you have a posse and you had to like take your horse across a whole friggin' multiplayer map. I fell asleep. I was riding my horse and I was just closing my eyes and I went to sleep. I was like, wait a second. In order to start a multiplayer thing, I got to ride my horse in real time across this huge ass map to get to some sort of meetup. Yo, Red Dead Online. Woof. I never touched it since I fell asleep. I don't know what the hell I was supposed to do. I wanted to just do an Old West OK Corral fighting and some Old West shooter, cool. And it was like, nope, you got to get your posse. All right, you got to help Miss Mary. And then after Miss Mary, you got to go all the way to the other side of the field. And then you can meet up with some other people. I'm like, what is this shit? Red Dead Online. That's what I mean. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But that's a little hot take from the grindhouse. Prove me wrong, please. Because if I'm wrong, then we all win. But I'm worried about that GTA. I'm worried about it because they're holding on that online shit. But I don't know, man. That's what I said about playing those games, man. But anyway, Ubisoft, I think they're going to go private or somebody's going to buy them. But won't be Microsoft on that stuff. So we will see. So yeah. I don't know, man. And speaking about janked up DLCs, man, oh man. Microsoft just can't catch a break with their DLC that dropped, otherwise known as Shatted Space. Shatted Space, or whatever, whoever space is going on. But man, oh man, Shatted Space, Starfield's big expansion, not doing too hot. Not doing too hot. Shatted. The way I say it in New York accent, it's shattered. Shattered. SHATTD. Shattered. Shattered space. Shitted space. Suffers from lukewarm launch that's left fans disappointed. Sharded space. That's right, impatient. Sharded space. Yep. So, Starfield's first major expansion released in recent days, but it has been less than stellar delivery. Collectively, we've waited more than a year for the first expansion. From low reviews to diehard fans voicing their disappointment on social media. It didn't turn things around. If you remember the show that I did on Monday, we read over the life improvement updates that they did, which seemed like it should have been...
You're my number one customer.
There on day one. Instead, it came out year one. They fixed the maps and shit. Now, social media fans have been seriously critical of the first major Starfield expansion, which has been a few meagre hours of entertainment plagued by the same issue that garnered mixed reviews for the base game over a year ago. Even prolific personalities, top shelf craze have found plenty of problems with Shatted Space. Took me 5 hours, as a quote of a tweet for Shatted Space. Main story, one of the most baffling story DLCs has ever done. Nowhere near the quality of Far Harbor. Feels like cut content from a base game. A lengthy quest. Mr. Matty Plays, which I got some here. Shatted Space, not good. The exploration still somehow extremely lacking, even though it's a single planet this time. The main story is ridiculously short. It ran like crap on the Series X performance mode, and there isn't any new companions. Sign my ass in the house. There he is. Sign my ass.
Great ass.
Todd Shotted Pants. Howard. Dollar Bill Phil and Booty can go directly to Black Nuts.
I can go directly to Black Nuts?
That's right. Sign my ass. They are pieces. Oh, shit. Dude, Phil was in Japan when all this was going down. Monty McFly says this was the year of Xbox. PlayStation was supposed to have a stinker. Yeah, right? And again, let the games do the talking. And they try to keep bringing up Concord. Sony they forgot about Concord because guess what? They got Astrobot and now they got Astrobot. They got a PS5 Pro that's showing that it is different. And then it's like, oh, and by the way, and an anniversary edition. Oh, and by the way, here's Silent Hill 2. And then Microsoft's like, hey, Shatted Space came out a year later and still didn't fix anything from a year later. And diehard fans don't like it. Dude, Bethesda used to make really good expansions to their games. Like, their expansions were like another game, and it would fix a lot of the critique of the first game. Far Harbor was one of those things. Fallout 4 didn't get a huge... It got a lot of criticism for some things, and then they kind of re-brought it in with Far Harbor and basically made a lot of better side missions, better campaign, more focused, and they kind of listened to the feedback. This one didn't. They made the exploration, which was the problem of Starfield, was the boring of just going to empty planets. I streamed it for hours on here. I showed you, got the video. I was teleporting across the universe. It was the same windmills. Windmill Gate. 54 on Metacritic. Holy shit, Sayo says. Yo. Yeah, it's not good. Luke Stevens wrote, finished Shatted Space accidentally in the afternoon. I thought there'll be a lot more, but the main story is very short. Simply, it's more Starfield, and writing is painfully dry. Characters act like they don't want to be here. And the lack of optimization is painful. Dude, you've been optimizing this game for over a friggin' year with all these updates. How do you have DLC that's not optimized? This is craziness. Like, why would DLC come out? And it's $30 too. This is not in Game Pass. That's another problem. These people are paying for this shit. And a lot of people are playing this game because they paid for the ultimate Kiss My Ass edition that got a watch that probably broke. You know, the $100 Phil Spencer and Todd Howard edition. Lucci says it's a 52. Oh, shit. Some expansions has a Skyrim's Dragonborn. Yeah, Dragonborn DLC where you fight the dragon. Holy crap. Or Fallout's 4 Nuka World offered a huge amount of gameplay and plenty to explore. But Shattered Space doesn't even come close. In the light of these impressive expansions, Shattered Space couldn't even put up a fair fight. Another issue is that it took so long to deliver this DLC. It's over a year. It's tough to see what took so long to put this together. Especially updates to Starfield have been few and far between over the last year. Interesting, because didn't they say they were going to have updates like every other month? And they were going to have like the series of updates? Well, I got the quote from Todd where he said, yeah, that wasn't realistic. Oh, yeah. We got that one there. To throw another figure in the mix, Shattered Space currently sitting at a 58. Now you just said it's a 52, Luigi Sky said. To give little credit, it's not all bad. Metacritic has some positive reviews. Xbox Era gave it a 9.
Xbox no, Philness. Well,
Xbox Era gave it a 9. Shit. Shit, colon shit. There we go. But here we go. Maddie plays in preparation for the Starfield interview. Starfield DLC interviewed Mr. Todd Howard, Uber driver himself, in between his drop-offs of Phil Spencer. He decided to stop by and talk about the DLC.
Hi, we're Visible.
And
we offer one-line wireless plans with no hidden fees for just $25 a month on Verizon's 5.
And then here you go. What did the guy just say? He just said that the updates were few and far between, right? Grinders, what does it say here in this Starfield fudged? What did it say up here in the Starfield update here?
Is the
what the hell are we doing
software
here? Who's this guy?
You guys, big June update.
Salutations,
everybody. It is Maddie here today.
Maddie,
and
what is
welcome.
that, Matt? What does it say right
See
here?
the top said like, hey,
I'll read it to you because I can't zoom in, Grinders.
Is this what the cadence can look?
This interview was from a couple of months ago. Look at the Starfield update. Yeah, that guy said that the updates were few and far between. Here we go. I'm going to read it to you because it's probably very small. You can't say it. This is what they said at the end of 2023. We're not here to say goodbye to 2023. We've been hard at working everything coming to Starfield in 2024. Grinders, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new because this is some awesome shit. We're not ready to go all into the details yet of 2024, but here's a glimpse. Well, here it is. First, here we go, Grinders. We know about this word, targeting updates roughly every 6 weeks, starting in February. Oh,
Bullshit.
Thanks, Arnold. We're targeting updates roughly every 6 weeks in February. These updates will include everything from quality of life improvements
Bullshit.
to content and feature updates.
Bullshit.
Join the Steam beta launch branch to try these updates. Beta test our updates.
Bullshit.
We've been reading your feedback and launching new features. We'll be adding new ways to travel and access to city maps to explore major cities. We'll be adding gameplay options with difficulty settings.
Bullshit.
Dude, difficulty settings. Oh my God. And then, here they go. The mod support will be coming with the launch of creations, which people charge money for. Modding kid enormous. Lastly, the team is hard to work at the team is hard to work at the development of Shattered Space, our first major expansion coming next year. You see how they dangle the carrot in front of you. Coming next year. They're telling this at the end of 2023. Coming next year, dude. It showed up in October. We can't wait to share more with you. Oh yeah, you share more with us over a year later. So anyway, let's hear what he has to say, Mr. Howard's, just a few months ago.
But these are two pretty sizable updates, kind of going back to back. Is this what the cadence can look like moving forward for Starfield into the Shattered Space expansion and maybe even beyond it?
Well, first, I think the cadence of things, I think it's going to differ depending on the update that we're doing and where our development lands. I think sometimes, look, you'll have some shorter gaps. Sometimes you'll have bigger gaps between bigger updates. And so these two just, they kind of lined up that way. And we really felt coming into the Xbox showcase, that was a really good moment to sort of launch, the mod tools and the creations, even though it was, close to the maps and the gameplay options that we just did. But, those lined up really well for us dev-wise. But then, look, there'll probably be more of a gap after this. There'll be some bigger gaps next year as we look at, those big beats.
Dude, there'll be bigger gaps next year. Holy shit.
25. It's coming. 25.
Dude, if you thought the gaps this year were big, get ready to next year. You're going to be waiting for everything. Holy shit.
Wait, just wait till E3 there will be a showcase, but I can't say when all our games need help. Bootleg Studios helping with perfect art.
So I guess we're just going to skip the whole next year because he said these huge updates is going to be longer next year.
You're my #1 customer.
Twisted Sin with the 2. He goes, tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies.
I can go directly to Blackness.
That's right, Twisted Sin. That's right. The 2. Thank you. Yo, he is lying on his ass. And exactly, I don't know. He looks like he just moved in. Phil set him up with a nice office.
It's for kind of.
All right, let's talk about the DLC, how the shit in space. You want more? Here we go. Twisted, this is a good intro. Tell me lies. Here we go. Watch him talking about the DLC that dropped. Like, here's a 53 on Metacritic.
The mobile team. And then we have a team that handles kind of development partnerships and external development that we do along with other folks that help us out. And so, yeah, to your point, it is a lot, but Shattered Space, again, something we had planned for. And one of the things that, it's great to see everybody react to the trailer and the mood that we're trying to put out there. But one of the things that we always liked about it from the get-go, and I don't think people realize, is that Shattered Space.
There he goes with the lies. Where's my thing? Where's my thing? Where's my thing? Oh no, I gotta find it. Where is it? I gotta have it on cue, ready to go. This is the fun part. What else? Where's my what the fuck is it? I'm like losing it now.
Would you ship that? What you just played?
Yes, I would like to have a refund.
Oh, where is it? Is it up here? I have it. Yeah, where is this? Oh my God. I gotta name it. I gotta name it as I can find it. Yo, I'm like drawing a thing. Oh my God. I don't have it. Oh, here it is. Got it. All right, good. Got it. Yo, Ron M with another 5 VIPs. Thank you, Ron M. He got Monty McFly, Back to the Future is in the house. Fake Outrage got it. Play Beyond, Astrobot Fanboy. Oh, damn, there we go. Zaza Mom Amuchi Pro. Zazabuza. Welcome, Zazabuza, to the VIPs. Use those emojis. Ron got them. Thank you, Ron. Strikes again. Hit that like button, grinders. And if you're new here, subscribe. Play Beyond. That sounds like somebody that should be a grinder. That's what I think so. I think that should be a grinder right there. And Zazabuza in the house. So here we go. Ready? Todd is going to talk about Shattered Space. And he's going to tell you about how they focused in one place. But don't let me tell you. Let Mr. Uber Driver tell you.
Space, the bulk of that expansion pack, pretty much, once you get to the city and the planet, it takes place there.
That's going to be one of my questions.
It allows us to build a...
So the problem, remember what the thing is when they were trying to make the excuse that the universe, it's so vast. That's why the windmills auto generate. I got the same goddamn there's the same goddamn things that spawn up, the little hostile takeover things. They the same ones. The span is so massive. Well, now it's so much of just it's so focused. We could curate this stuff, and we could address a lot of the issues of just the expansiveness and the randomness and emptiness. Now that we could hand build. Let him talk about it. Let him hear more about dig his own grave. Here it is.
A landscape like we would traditionally do and have the city and the quest. And so that story takes place there, and the landscape's kind of, content-wise, we're looking at kind of like what we do with Far Harbor on Fallout 4. We're like, okay,
language.
This is
See what they do? You see what they do? They take things. Far Harbor, he likes that. He's a big fan of that. He loved what Far Harbor did. Todd takes that. This is nowhere near Far Harbor. That's what pisses people off. Don't name drop shit to look good. This is not Far Harbor. This is far, 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 far from Harbor. But he name drops to butter that ass. He buttering that ass. Ooh, this guy likes Bethesda game. Like butter that ass. It's like Far Harbor. Oh, Phil does the same shit. I'm gonna do stuff like exactly. Compare it to something that it's not, just so it resonates with fans. So then he leaves this interview and going, the DLC is similar to Far Harbor, and everybody gets all fucking hyped. Holy shit, this is what we wanted. It's gonna fix all this stuff. Dude, just name dropping shit.
I lied.
Yeah.
Scope that works for.
See, it's just to go back and look at Maddie plays. He's you're talking my language. You fucking do pillow talk.
As we're looking at kind of like what we do with Far Harbor on Fallout 4, we're like, okay,
my language.
This is a scope.
See, like fucking pillow talk right there. He gave him some pillow talk. Like, oh, you're Far Harbor, the dude. Not for Far Harbor.
That works for our development in doing this kind of annual story expansion type of thing. So. Really excited about that, and it lets us, kind of do some things the way we would in previous games and give people not completely that experience because it's still Starfield.
Sure.
But, this new kind of alien world that you're able to explore, and it takes place there.
I love that. And I think people are going to be very thrilled to learn that because, one of the critiques really coming out of Starfield's launch was the exploration. I know you've spoken to how Starfield's going to handle a little differently to Fallout to Elder Scrolls. Like they're all going to feel a little different in how they play and how you get around and whatnot. Would you say that some of that focus, I mean, you said you started dev work in September, so maybe you were aware of it, but would you say that some of that response, some of that criticism that came your way fueled the direction of where you were going with Shattered Space? Was like, let's keep this kind of in one area for the most part.
I would say when we were making Starfield, look, we struggled with, how to make exploration fun on big barren planets.
Mm-hmm.
And
I lied.
We felt good with where we landed, knowing that
I lied.
It's not going to scratch the same itch for a lot of people that you would when you have a more bespoke landscape that you're exploring. So it was for us too. We know we wanted to build something like that and felt that this was the right way to go about it with something that had its own theme and tone that we could put, on a planet. So they wanted the benefits of
con men, thieves, degenerates, lowlifes, thugs, criminals.
Starfield and its scope is it allows something like that within it while feeling natural. So it wasn't a reaction. It was our own reaction that we had as well. Yeah.
Cool.
Game over.
I hope this is not true.
It's not true. Yo, what's up, Thrifty? Member of 17 months. Let's go, Grinders. Hit that like button. That's right. Listen to Thrifty. Hit that like button, Grinders. So you see, look at that smirk. You see what he's trying to do. Like, oh, yeah, well, that exploration wasn't fun, so we're going to keep it focused. We're going to keep it to one planet, and that's what we're going to do, and that's going to solve the problem, the criticism that we're getting, where you don't have to do all this exploration. It's a focused planet, and everything's going to be hand-drawn and made, and dude. And then poor Matty plays. Poor Matty plays after the interview. Here he goes. The exploration still somehow extremely lacking. The main story is ridiculously short. It ran like crap on the Series X performance mode, and there aren't new companions. Todd Howard smirk.
Stop it!
There you go.
I lied.
He lied. Sitting in that throne of lies. Dude. But do you see how they mislead? Far Harbor name drops that shit. Oh, we started building this in September. Annual content. So that means that they're building now the next annual update to Starfield. So you'll have another annual DLC for next year. But dude, this is what they're doing. $30 for this thing. It got 52. It got trounced as DLC. Trounced. And it was supposed to, and the thing is that it didn't do anything. See, like a lot of the excuses as to the dullness and the lack of excitement, he said it there, the struggle that they had was trying to make exploration fun. Well, since it was so vast, it was empty worlds. There wasn't much to do. So it depended on that respawn stuff to kind of make random events happen, and it didn't work. It looked bootleg. Like I said, I was going across galaxies. There's more differences in No Man's Sky when you go to different planets. Starfield was a mess. It was boring as hell. And then they added that rover shit. Finally, after over a year later. And did he fix this? Did he fix this? No. And we're talking about reminiscing about Ubisoft games. Dude. Starfield. Microsoft took a bet for this game. They thought this was going to be the next Skyrim, the next Oblivion. And it didn't amount to any of that stuff. And how do you allow a DLC to come out that doesn't address the issues that people had for the game for over a year? It just boggles my friggin' mind how Phil's and team and Sarah and all and Booty all like did interviews and all in the face and in the spotlight, but they just let this shit just go out. It's like strict parents that love looking at themselves in the mirror. Meanwhile, the kids are sneaking out the back door partying all night long. But they're strict. Like, it's like Phil and Sarah just running out, taking pictures of this. Oh, great meeting you. Meanwhile, the house is burning. This dude's lying out his ass. No, there's no oversight here. Where's the quality control? Dude, this can't come out worse than the game. You want to talk about something? Look at Ghost. Look at Ghost of Tsushima Iki Island DLC. Dude, look at The Last of Us DLC. Look at Horizons Forbidden West, The Burning Shores DLC. How? You used to do good expansions to your games. DLCs were reasons to get back into your games, Todd. How are you regressing under a $3 trillion company? This is the first time you started building this DLC in September. Dude, they were building this shit in September. It was the full backing of Microsoft. The full goddamn backing. Under the $80 billion, Microsoft $1 trillion company. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. They spent all this money and Microsoft looks the other way. There is no oversight there. There is no management. There is no quality control. There is no hands-on feedback loops. And if there is, they suck. How? How do you leave this shit out there? Phil Glorious Maximus Spencer was sitting, legs crossed, interviewing with Giant Bomb. Hyped as shit about Starfield. We got Starfield, we're doing this, I see the roadmap, we got it all in our hands. All this shit. Mr. Big Dick himself. Running around.
In the end.
And you have that confidence. And really, you don't support this stuff. Who's this video? Yo, this video got 1 million views. Oh my God. Yo, we're watching this. Grindhouse reacts. Dude, when Todd Howard realizes he didn't win anything with Starfield. Oh man. It's Keely smuggling grapes.
And the Game Award goes to Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3. Congratulations, Larian.
And the game of the year is Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh man. Oh, leather jacket, bootleg, Uber driver Todd Howard. There you go, you lion face. Oh, shit on me. Holy shit.
You're my #1 customer.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate. Dude, I'm putting that link, that guy's video in the description. That is funny as shit. Holy crap, that is funny. I gotta edit that. I'm gonna put that in there. Todd Howard don't win anything. That's in the description. I'm putting that in there. That is a funny ass video. It's 1.5 million views. Holy shit. Oh man, 100 million people, 1.4 million people want to see this dopey ass. He didn't win shit. DLC's not winning shit either. Oh damn. Yo, even what was the other Elder Scrolls? No, I mean, what was it? Elden Ring DLC, dude. Diablo's DLC. What the hell are you doing, dude? You Todd Howard.
I lied.
Now you mentioned annual expansions. So is that like the plan? Like each year, because you mentioned year 2 of Starfield, each year is going to have like a new story expansion. Because I won't spoil it for anyone listening, so don't worry. But Starfield kind of ends in a spot where I think there's a full circle moment, but there's also like I have some questions, and I think Shattered Space with Andreja like is answering some questions. So is the idea to continue to answer those questions in continuous years with expansions? Not to lock you guys in too hard. I know things change, but would you say you're aiming to do like an annual story expansion every year?
I would say we want to More or less, yeah. How long that continues? Hopefully a very long time, but we're planning for the one after this, so there will be another one. And I don't know that our goal is
another
to answer every question. We sort of look at it and say...
Another 53?
Because a lot of people...
Having a custom engine is absolutely the best way to go, because what we do is so unique in the scale of what we do and the agency we give the player.
Oh, please. I don't want to hear more bullshit and more hopes and dreams in the future. This is what I mean. Talk about the shit that he released. Todd, why does it suck so bad? What's missing? Why did it happen to you? What are we doing here? Don't let the guy get away with talking about some future promise bullshit because he didn't deliver on what he promised before. This is how they get these guys out of there. Oh, tell me about your future. What do you want to do? Oh, the engine, and it's going to make us do this and make us do... Dude, you said that about Starfield, and we're looking at goddamn cross-eyed people. What are you talking about? He's going to keep making DLCs. Well, Todd, I don't know. Seeing 53s, Phil Spencer might be like, you know what, Todd? Wrap it up, dude. We're not going to make any more expansions of Starfield. Keep dropping 53 shit bombs. Who knows how long you're going to be keep making those things. Sign my ass. There he comes back with the 50 seek. He goes, I think that's the problem, Jez. They bought Big Pants Microsoft, and now they don't have to worry anymore, so they'll just turn shit out. You know what? I agree. Sign my ass. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's really... The thing is that the pressure of something doing well to save the company or to do well so the company succeeds, that pressure is gone because Microsoft foots the bill. And it doesn't look like Microsoft puts any pressure on people to do a good job, and they just keep paying the bills. Maybe the firing of everybody has woken people up. But overall, man, I feel like that these guys think they got a meal ticket. And the management and oversight is just not there. And I don't know, I don't think that's a good thing. I don't think Phil giving them this independence, creative. No, there needs to be somebody, you could give them independence, but you need to make sure this shit's ready for prime time because that's your name on it. Like, this is what I mean, what Microsoft does with their franchises. Like, you're not making Starfield a franchise household name that people want a Starfield 2. And bogus-ass yearly annual DLCs that don't fix the game and are better than the game after years of feedback? After a year of feedback? Dude, this DLC should have been everything Starfield should have been. Especially, it was focused. It should have been an incredible planet to explore with details and everything. It should have been everything that people wanted from Starfield. Instead, it's worse. Like, what does that do to the name of the brand? What does that do to the game? Like Starfield DLC for Horizon was better than the friggin' first game. It was incredible. Iki Island was incredible. Like I don't like even the God of War Ragnarok DLC. It wasn't an expansion, so I wouldn't even classify that stuff. But like, what they did with that, they kind of put a gameplay twist on the game. But how do you have a year of feedback, a year of touring the globe, Phil Spencer, asking people for ideas and taking pictures? How do you guys not have your fingers on the pulse when you release this stuff? And it's overall disappointment. Like, it is not like, hey, it's 77 and 80, like, it's okay. Dude, this is a 50 goddamn 3. It's worse than Concord.
Xbox, no. Phil does.
And that game got canceled and erased. How do your DLC score worse than Concord? You should be taking it. It should go in the hole where Concord's in. Look at that. Josh is playing Iki Island. Iki Island's freaking incredible. I just don't get it. Like, what you're doing is, and this is what I said, guys, what they're doing is they're damaging the brand, the IP that they spent so much for. You got to nurture it. You got to make sure that when that name of a Starfield or when that name of a Cold, when that shit comes out, you got to be prideful of it because you got to ensure that that thing lives on. You want people to want more of it, not less. And this is what they managed to do with all their franchises, with Crackdown, with Halo. Dude, Halo! Halo, are you kidding me? What they do? Halo. They thought the missing piece, this is what I mean. They thought the missing piece to Halo was third person. That was the missing piece. That was the thing that people want, a third person Halo. That's what they wanted. Here's Matty Plays post-interview.
Story again, and yes, again, I'm one of those people who ad nauseum about Andreja, and criticism of it is that it's, quote, more Starfield. Not because it's incorrect, but because I think that is a surface level take and that there is much more wrong with Shattered Space. And I say that as someone who has loved Bethesda Game Studios for a very long time. I don't think this is just more Starfield. I think this is Bethesda Game Studios thinking they know what their fans love and checking boxes like, hey, you like exploration, right? Okay, you're on foot. Hey, you like to wander, right? Okay, you can do that. But it's about what you discover that also makes it so fulfilling. And that's obvious. I don't need to explain that, but that's missing in a lot of this DLC. And as you get further and further from Varun Kai, you'll find your typical seemingly generated locations, cave, outpost, abandoned outpost, like these small research facility was one I found, and there's just nothing there. The story fell short for me because it felt a little boring. Like, it's so short that I would say beelining it is a thing that doesn't exist. Like, it is short enough to beat in an afternoon. This DLC does not run well. Wow. I played on Series X performance mode, and when you open up your scanner, there's a micro stutter each time. If I'm running around the world, or heaven forbid, I am driving around the Rev 8, it gets really bad. The Rev 8 also in particular does not feel good on the terrain of Varun Kai. Ultimately, very disappointed with this, and I know there's gonna be year 2 DLC, but I don't know where they go from with this. Like, I thought this was the prove it moment. This is the response to the criticism. Like, this was the Phantom Liberty moment of like,
Phantom Liberty. That's what they do. That's what they do. They take the criticism. That first DLC takes the feedback and they make a DLC that foments it. And he's been there doing this since September. So he heard the feedback. But there you go. Post-interview. There you go. So he heard his interview first and then there's his post-interview. Crazy, right? And then you go. You hear what he just said. Stutter and Satya strike. But you heard what he said. Oh, I know there's a year 2 DLC, but where they go from here? See, that's what I'm trying to say. The thing is like, you are hurting the franchises that people don't want more of it. That's not good because now you own these franchises, Microsoft. You own this shit. You got to make something that people want more and more of. They want more content. They want more stuff because they love the world that you built. And what you managed to doing is destroying your IP that nobody wants any more of it. And they've done this with Forza. They've done this with Halo. They've done this with Starfield. They've done this with Crackdown. They've just driven them into the ground that people I don't want Crackdown. I don't want any more of this. And I've never seen a company spend so much money on IP to destroy it. That's what I don't understand. You spend so much money to have this in your wheelhouse. This DLC was under your radar. The game was being built before you bought them. We'll give you some of that. But man, this Shattered Space was started in September under your watch. Legs crossed at the showcase. You were there. Todd was driving around with you. You were there. Uber driver Todd. He was there. Phil was there since day one of this DLC, and it comes out worse than the game. Rated worse than the game itself. Disappointed. This was all on Microsoft's watch. This is what we need to keep an eye on, grinders. This is what we need to keep an eye on. These games that are being built starting day one under Phil. And we have yet to see something shine. Like a lot of the stuff that's shitted out, like Starfield, it was in development before Phil bought them. Call of Duty, this was before Phil bought them. Let's wait till Call of Duty starts under Phil and see what we got. We got Shatted Space. That's what we got. This is on Phil's watch. From September till now. This DLC was observed by Matt Bootyhole himself. Big Booty went over there and slapped over there, and he brought over the coffee. This was all on Phil and Booty's coffee watch. He went over there. He brought over that coffee. He's like, here's the coffee, Starfield. Here we go. We ready for the DLC. Let's go, Booty in the house. Here I come. Extra cream.
Let's see that booty drop.
All on Booty watch. Booty was observing it all.
Booty drop.
All on their watch. Matt Booty in charge. First ass. Oversaw all of Bethesda. How does it come out worse than the game? And this all goes to the point of why Microsoft needed to own these friggin' companies. Why did we just go through 3 years of $80 billion spent? For what? To get worse games and worse content. Because Starfields, this Call of Duty, last year's, all this was already there. It was already being worked on. But this DLC started under the $1 trillion company as part of Microsoft. It wasn't for polish. This started and created. How does it not hit the beats that people want? You're so connected. You're hugging them. You're at FanFest, taking pictures, listening, learning, feedback. I hear you. You're all there. Todd Howard's there, walking around with them with Phil, because Phil has to be everywhere. How are you that connected, but yet so disconnected? That's what I don't get. That's why I say all those photos and stuff, it's all bullshit. Because it doesn't mean anything. It's not meaningful because we're not seeing the results of any of that connection. They're present on Twitter. He liked my tweet. He followed me. He hears us. He's listening. He's learning. He took it on the chin. He's doing better. He wants to do better. He's not perfect. He misses things. Another miss. But Avowed had to be moved for room. Why? Because Shattered Space was going to take over the holiday, the fall. Dude, it's going to be a never was. 53 DLC. People got to pay $30 for a short game. No thanks. All you're doing now is you got people who played for the Ultimate Sucker Edition. Thank you, Ron M, about the next Cyberpunk DLC. Look what Cyberpunk DLC did to Cyberpunk. Look what the DLC did to No Man's Sky. Even Bethesda's DLC, like you said, Far Harbor, the Sons of the Patriots, the DLC was a correction from the feedback. So how do you do the same? How do you do worse? On their watch. And then the final straw. Just when you think enough is enough.
Stop! Enough!
We're not done. The last thing is the unfortunate reality that now Xbox is going to have to face. Is that all their games are going to perform better on the PS5 Pro and get enhancements. So you heard one of the criticisms was Matty Plays was saying that the performance mode on Series X is ass. Dude, if they get a Starfield with a PS5 Pro mode, it's going to be the end of things. But this right here is the start. Rod Ferguson, now a Microsoft employee, former, now over years, saying that Diablo 4 and the Vessel of Hatred will indeed be PS5 Pro enhanced, and I bet Doom will as well. And they're excited. They're very proud of the hardworking team to make this happen. More details at a later date. So Microsoft games are going to play better on PlayStation 5 Pro. It's inevitable. It's just what's going to happen. I just can't believe, like I said before, that they have no response to this, because this is Peter, get in here, Peter.
It was a disaster, Ryan.
Train wreck.
It was a train wreck.
Disaster.
It was a disaster, Ryan.
Like, listen, guys.
It was a train wreck.
I was thinking about this earlier. There were ways that Microsoft could have went out and Xbox could have kept some friggin' some stature, some pride. And they are really just like what they're doing to their franchises, they are just destroying it from the inside out. They are taking any goodwill, any kind of thing, and they are just crunching it and making sure that it doesn't come back. Like, dude, if you were just going to be third party, pull the Band-Aid off and just do it. Get rid of the consoles, do a Sega, and call it a friggin' day. But the fact that you're trying to still sell an Xbox, look like you're taking pictures, good talking to you in Japan, Xbox, and the Xbox is this, and when you talk at those events, you're talking about the console like it means something. Meanwhile, it don't mean shit to you. Oh, here at Xbox, we do this. All good talks about the future of Xbox and the Dude, shut up. What are you talking about? When you go to these conferences, you talk about Xbox like you're still in it to win it, Phil. But then when you're not there, you're like, not growing. Here he goes back with the growing again. Oh, Phil, it's back not growing. I got booty here. It's still not growing. I'm looking at booty. It's not growing. It's not growing. It's not growing. Phil, what are we doing here? ED Phil, what's going on here? I got booty. I say, but it's not growing. It's not growing. What are we doing here? It's not growing. It's not growing. But then you go to the thing, you go, we got the most people playing games on Xbox ever. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, snap out of it. Are you trying to sell it or are you trying to kill it? What are you doing? You're trying to do two things at once in two opposite directions. It's like going left and right at the same time. Like, just... and what you're doing is you're destroying everything that you made. You're just having a place of distrust of what the hell you doing over there. Lack of quality. Your games are suffering from this misdirection. Are we here? Are we behind the frosted glass this week? Are we outside? Are we behind frosted glass working on the PlayStation 5 version secretly? Are we? Oh no, I could eat lunch now. Are we not behind frosted glass? Are we getting the frosted glass in the week? What's going on? Just stop it. Just get out or sell. Do whatever. But you can't do both. You can't be like Xbox is the core and then say it's not the core. That's why I said Sony fuck around and find out. You can't do both. So you bring people back home to play the PS5 Pro, consoles matter and exclusives matter, then fuck that PC shit. You got to hold off on that. Because you're not going to be successful doing both. You're going to have to wait or you fuck around and find out. Like Microsoft's doing. But this is the inevitable here. So I don't know like what the plan is, but all I know is that this is just, it is just so, like, if you look at this, go, are you kidding me? Like, how much can you just destroy your fan base? I'm just in shock that they let this shit go this bad. Like, they just kind of like, they're not even pulling. It's like, it's not even pulling the Band-Aid off. It's like just peeking up the Band-Aid and then putting salt in it and then closing up the Band-Aid. That's what they've been doing. Instead of just ripping the Band-Aid off, saying we're going third party, Xbox, if you want to buy it, it's on social shelves, but we're not making it anymore. End the story. And we're going, all games will be everywhere. That's it. Done. It's going to suck, but there it is. But how do you're still doing that, but then telling people, no, but you matter. No, we care. We still going to make them. More Xbox are coming your way. Xbox for life. Look at me. Look at me. Take a picture. Should I sign your ass? High velocity architecture. Vapor chamber, bitch. Like, no, Phil, no. You can't do that. And this is just destroying from the inside, man. It's just, I was just thinking about it. I was like, man, talking about like just not doing what you should, like just enough, dude. Like you just really are just, you know, digging your grave. But man, you're digging the grave and throwing the dirt on you at the same time. But man, it's just like it just must take like a fan. I just can't believe it as a fan of Xbox and what they built up and the brand that I believed in, the brand that I liked to play and liked what they were doing. And it was innovative, and it was, you know, device night on Surfaces and watching what they were doing with the PC and Xbox, and they were making a Xbox Anywhere and all this shit. Like, just watching a company that was so like using gaming to really push things forward, to then just kind of like just manipulate their fan base and just distrust and fake politics and fake just presence that it means nothing. You're listening, you're learning. You learned from Redfall. How do you learn from Redfall and release Starfield? How are you learning? If you learned last year, then like if you were a student, well, I learned from my mistake last year and here's Starfield 50. Well, Phil, don't you realize that you got to put out quality? You even said it way back in 2019, Phil. Way back in 2019 when you were still learning. What did you say?
Means when I think about Xbox, I'm going to think about quality games. We have work to do there. We haven't done our best work over the last few years with our first-party output.
That's always been a hit on the company on that. Whenever I hear some criticism.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say always. Like, I think we've gone through times.
Not to throw mud on you, but I have to know that's a fair. I think it's something fair to say.
It is fair to say.
When you think about Xbox, you think about quality games, and we haven't done our best work over the last few years with first party. That was in 2019. He was aware of that and said that. How are you doing that now with all this IP and this ownership and this responsibility? And like I said before, when you spend this much money, with great power comes great responsibility of Spider-Man. You own all this IP. You have a great responsibility now to ensure that this IP is sustained and people want. And you're doing everything there. And you heard there's Matty Plays, a diehard fan of Bethesda, questioning whether, like, why do I even want a DLC year 2? Is that something that's good for the Starfield brand that you spent so much money on? Make it make sense. It doesn't. It doesn't. You discourage people for not wanting more. And people make fun of Sony for all this remasters and like when Nixus is doing this stuff. But that's the thing. Those remasters, did you just see the numbers that shot up with Last of Us Part 1 going to PlayStation Plus? Dude, I thought everybody played that game already. Went up over 1,000%, something shit like that. You're right, playing the game again. And you know, when the TV show goes back online, it's going to blow up again. And people make fun of like, oh, why are you remastering Horizon again? But you want to know what the thing is like, if you make a great game, you can remaster it. Think about how many remasters of the original Star Wars there was. How many remasters of The Godfather? Are they remastering Dumb and Dumber? Phil and Todd? No. How many times? Oh, we upgraded up 4K Godfather. Dude, didn't even have 4K Godfather. Oh, the 4K trilogy of Star Wars. That's because it's an incredible movie. They're incredible series. People want more of it, and it moves forward with the generations. Blu-ray. Yeah, there's a Godfather's on Blu-ray. Oh, shit. But yeah, who wants it? We don't want better Godfather. Like, this is what happens when you make IP that people appreciate. You could remaster it. You could reintroduce it. You could add it to Legos. You could add it to stuff. You've learned this with Halo. Yeah, Skyrim remasters. Exactly. Sale. Perfect point. That's Bethesda themselves. How many remasters of Skyrim because it was such an incredible friggin' game? They remastered it and remastered the master and the master of the masters. 8 remasters. That's what happens. You think we're going to see remasters of remasters for Starfield? Shit's going to be lost in space. But that's what you do. And that's why with this IP that they have, Microsoft has to be smart. They're not smart. They're letting this shit rot. They're looking for the quick golden goose, and it's never going to come. Just like Ninja and Shroud didn't save Mixer, Bethesda and Activision are not going to save Xbox. And you heard it here back 5 fucking years ago. I told you. This spending of this money does not solve the problems. I saw it with Windows Phone, dude. I saw them throw money at developers to try to get an app store going, and they shut it down. They try to throw money at devs for Kinect, and shot it down. HoloLens is gone. All those HMDs from Samsung and HP and walking around your office and grabbing ass with your finger and using Excel charts on the walls and all this virtual, not even virtual reality, this mixed reality of I'm just going to just look at the wall and run Excel on the wall with all these HMDs that I'm going to have from Samsung and HP and Asus and all this other shit. They're gone. The last update to Windows killed it all, and HoloLens is in the burial too. Done. Because guess what? The devs didn't care. That's why. Because they made some bullshit and nobody wanted to support it. Because Microsoft didn't care. They just put it out there as option A, B, C, and D, and everybody said, I don't want any of those options. And it just rotted away. And that's what they do with their shit. They throw shit against the wall and see what sticks. And they don't even embrace it if it does stick. They just go, oh, that shit smells. And that's what they do. And that's the way it goes, dude. And they're doing it again. But I just am shocked of how just distasteful and a mess they are. They are clueless. And, you know, I think what's his name? Jason Schreier was right in the saying that they're a disaster. They change their mind every 6 minutes. And that's another reason why developers don't jump on board, because they don't know what Microsoft they're going to get. Is this the cloud Microsoft? Is this Xbox? Is the console Microsoft? Is this Xbox everywhere Microsoft? What are we doing here? Who are we? Oh, really? Quick resume is hard on the SSD lifespan, says Ron M. Ryan says Skyrim needed an 8K and a 16K version. Exactly. They're going to remaster that again before we see it again. Xbox could remaster the Crackdown 3, right? Exactly. But who wants it? They could. But who wants it? They've hurt the franchise so much that nobody even asking for it. Nobody wants it. And that's the whole point of the thing. Like, you know, you're not supposed to do that with your franchise. They destroyed Halo. Would it a third-person Halo? Really? Third-person Halo mode, that's the missing piece. Really, 343? You wasted assets and time on making a third-person view of Halo? What are you trying to be? Trying to capture the Fortnite audience in your free-to-play game? I don't know.
You're my #1 customer.
I have no clue. I don't know what they're trying to do with a third-person Halo. And I don't know if it's in campaign. I think they're trying to track the Fortnite crew. Digital Dude 25 to 2. He goes, Jim Ryan made Phil Spencer, you know what? Yep.
Great circle is
That's what he did. That's right, Digital Dog. It will. Josh, like, come on. Third person is gonna just balance a Halo. Are you kidding me? Third person Halo. Horrible. That's what they figured out. That's the missing piece. Oh, come on. People are like, is this a mod? It's like, no, 343 is officially launching it. Like, get the hell out of here. But Grinders, man, it has been a hell of a night, man. It was wild. Probably I'll throw some timestamps later on, but man, just enjoy the show because the flow is all there, man. Because that's just the Grindhouse. It just happens. I had no clue what we were gonna go over, man. But man, it was wild. And I told you, I'm glad everybody checked out live. We had over 200 and something people here. Hit that like button and share it out. And Grinders, you know where to come for your gaming news, entertainment, opinion, and also a lot of fun. And all about gaming. Another thing I want to let everybody know too is that I just put up a video of Castlevania, the Dominus Collection. And I played that, so I got that as a code to review. So I just did some playthrough just to kind of show it for everybody. So they could, you know, if you're interested in that, they're pretty good games there. And then I just got a code just now that I'm going to do a live stream. I got the the Starship Troopers. Starship Troopers comes out on the 11th. So I'll be streaming that. And I'm going to see if I get some extra codes I can hand out so we can play it together. But it's basically like a first-person Helldivers 2, it looks like. So I just got it. So I'm going to be definitely streaming that maybe tomorrow night here. But I'll have the Starship Troopers game. And that's coming out, I think, on PC, PlayStation, Xbox as well. So I'll be playing that early to show everybody that. So Gaming Grindhouse is growing. Get into 3,000. Hit that like button and share it out. Yeah, it's going head-to-head with Helldivers, dude. It looks like Helldivers is the first person. So we will see how it goes. But I haven't played it yet. But yes, hit all the buttons. That's right. Hit all the buttons. And Grinders will be taken out. And yes, thank you to all the new members. Thank you, Ron M, for the members. And if you got a membership, definitely consider upgrading or gifting a member to somebody else as we get to 250 members so that we could get the Xbox Ninjas or whatever emoji you guys want to vote on. I let the VIPs vote on the emoji. And then also, if you want one, you could upgrade for another $5 to the Ultimate Grinder tier, and that will give you all the music that you hear on the show included and on day one releases. So get about 3 or so a week there. You get them day one, and then you may hear them on the show, and you may just have them in a playlist so you can listen to them and jam to them. Also, you can let me know what songs you want to make, and I'll make them for you. Some topics I asked those for the Ultimate Grinders. But yeah, those are all the things going on there. And but Grinders, hit that like button.
25. It's coming.
It's coming. And thank you again, Grinders. We will see you on the other side. Game time. And we are out.
Phil Spencer in Japan, yeah, he's taking a stand. Gamers unite, our leader in a foreign land. Shatted space DLC, oh, it's crashing down. Ubisoft, kid, Ubisoft, what a crazy town. Xbox games are playing better on the Pro. What's the point now? Do we even really know? Controllers in our hands, consoles in a fight. Xbox, PS5, let's go all night. Xbox games are playing better on the Pro. What's the point now? Do we even really know? Controllers in our hands, consoles in a fight. Xbox, PS5, let's go all night. What are we doing here? Oh, what a mess. Controllers in the air, everyone's obsessed. Gaming news, it's wild, can't keep it on the down. We're riding this crazy gaming train right through the town. DLC, dream shattered, are we playing right? Ubisoft falling short, not quite a sight. Searching for the answer in a rapid game. Phil Spencer leading strong, he's the name. Lost in the world of pixels flashing bright. Console wars are raging on through the night. Can't decide which side, but we're down for the ride. Gaming madness coming at us from every side. What are we doing here? Oh, what a mess. Controllers in the air, everyone's obsessed. Gaming news, it's wild, can't keep it on the down. We're riding this crazy gaming train right through the town. What are we doing here? Oh, what a mess. Controllers in the air, everyone's obsessed. Gaming news is wild, can't keep it on the down. We're riding this crazy gaming train right through the town. Through the town, no. DLC, dreams shattered, are we playing right? Ubisoft falling short, not quite a sight. Searching for the answer in a rapid game. Phil Spencer leading strong, he's the name.